What? Wait. I'm so confused. What happened?
No, you're not. Because I
What's
see
going on?
Crazy. It's the
I'm not look crazy.
It's the combination. It's the combination of you cutting the beard, plus you being sick and you got fucking Rudolph the Red Nose syndrome right now.
Yeah. And I trimmed my mustache too low. My mustache has never been this low.
I don't think it's.
Oh, we can tell.
I don't even think it's that, bro. I don't know. I just feel like you look like you got an allergic reaction on you.
You saying I look like a clone?
Bro, you look like a totally different person.
Yeah, the beard added on years to my life. I'm back to 21.
I mean, you said what?
I'm back to 21.
He said he back to 21.
Oh,
yeah.
I
tell people all the time, if I cut my beard, it's gonna de-age me all the way back to me being a high schooler. I promise you. Like, look at G Baby, right? He could never dream to have a beard like this, so he's stuck looking like a baby.
That's crazy.
You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? Wow, I'm not gonna lie, W, you look like you lost weight with that. I don't know what you did.
I actually have lost weight, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say you look like you lost. I mean, I see it clearly, but I'm saying like you look like you lost some weight. Like I could. If in case you didn't know if you are. Like, yeah, I can see it. But what's so crazy about it? The reason why like I'm holding out because I've been a baby face most of my life. I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I think I could do it, Chris Brown was a baby face most of his life. And he could have bought some, I don't know. But eventually, when he got to his late 20s, early 30s, all of a sudden that thing was coming in. So I was like, man, I think I haven't lost faith. I think eventually I don't need it to be like Rick Ross, James Harden. I just needed to fill in, and I'm good.
Yo, there's so many things to talk about. After this man. Listen, I've said it.
Yo, I was say, bro, real shit though. Like, no funny. Patrick Mahomes dead as the John Jones of NFL. Like,
he's the Michael Jordan.
No. I mean, they're all goats because John Jones is the UFC goat. But what I'm saying is that, bro, John Jones came in off the I ain't lying. Brian been fiending his press box.
Yeah, Brian been fiending, bro.
Brian, relax, brother. Relax.
Hey, J-Rob told you where to go. Open field.
Chill. You gonna be open, chill out, gang. Relax. But dead ass. Like, I'm like, bro, off the rip. This is 6th year or 7th year?
This is 6 years starting.
No, 7.
6 years starting.
7 years starting.
7 years.
3 rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs. This nigga's the GOAT.
2 regular season MVPs.
He's the GOAT. And do I look like a hater now, chat? Because I remember how I told y'all at the beginning of the season, the San Francisco 49ers are the San Francisco Cowboys. I told y'all this. Yeah, and I can argue it's literally worse than the Cowboys because they make it farther, so their hopes get higher. Like, I've been trying to tell y'all what it was, bro. Yeah, it don't matter if they have 5 All-Pros. It don't matter that this team as a whole, when it comes to weapons, is the best weapons on the team since the greatest show on turf. It doesn't matter. It don't matter if Mahomes got MVS on the squad, Kadarius Toney. It don't matter. They always gonna find a way to choke. And y'all didn't want to listen. We told y'all this. Like, it's literally like the West Coast Cowboys. Y'all didn't want to listen.
Yeah, the 49ers are definitely the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC. I think it's just tough to admit it. And even with Kyle Shanahan, I mean, my whole thing is Kyle Shanahan being a guy notorious for blowing leads. It's like, bro, I can't really put my faith too much into that crew right there. But I want to say this. This is for Kyle Shanahan, for people giving him too much crap, right? And also for the Patrick Mahomes narrative as well. Y'all crapping on Kyle Shanahan right now. People crap on Kyle Shanahan for him to blow leads, right? Let's not forget who else was a great regular season offensive mastermind, but could never get it done. Sir Andy Reid. But when did that change? When did that change? When he got who? When he got the GOAT Patrick Mahomes. I don't want to hear no arguments at all about Patrick Mahomes having Andy Reid and stuff, because the reason why Andy Reid is who he is because of that fellow right there, sir. And when you look at it, the reason why he's the Michael Jordan of the NFL, what happened after MJ started winning 3 rings, bro? He was the GOAT. What did I say 2 years ago, G baby? I said, bro, once he wins his 3rd ring, people are gonna start calling him the GOAT. I said you could rewind the tape. Go look at all the past Gridiron episodes. I said as soon as he got 3 rings right there, what happened?
The GOAT conversation just went. Oh no, people were labeling him the GOAT already.
And that's why he's the Michael Jordan of the NFL. There's no debate. He's done it with great talent. He's done it with mid talent, and he's done it with trash talent. Mm-hmm. What more do you want him to prove? He has not changed. He's the greatest.
The only thing people want, and I don't understand why they don't want to admit it. But I don't understand why they don't want to admit it. Because you know why they don't want to admit it? Because they don't stay consistent. It's
nostalgia bias.
No, it's not even nostalgia. Just admit you want to see longevity. Just admit that's what it is. Just say, I want to see him do it longer. Because Tom Brady had 10 years after his last Super Bowl win before he won another one. Tom Brady had a decade of choking in the Super Bowl, not performing well, losing to Mark Sanchez and Brock Osweiler. Or no, Brock Osweiler might have been after. But losing to all these mid quarterbacks, losing to Peyton Manning, losing to all these dudes. Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez. Losing to Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's only throwing 10 passes, right? And not even completing 50%.
34 yards.
So Tom Brady went a decade before he got his 4th ring and started entering the GOAT convos. And then 28-3 happened, and it solidified it. You know what that reminds me of, y'all? You know what that reminds me of? In a sense, LeBron James. And let me explain why. Obviously, LeBron James didn't come in winning off the rip. But remember, he got to Miami, 2011. Most of the people thought he should have won that. We know he had the choke job. What Stephen A. say? One of the biggest choke jobs from a superstar ever, right? And so a lot of people were like, oh, you're eliminated from the GOAT convo because of that. When did LeBron, general consensus start entering that convo back? Coming back from 3-1.
Yep.
That's almost the same as Brady. Because, again, Brady had them 2 choke jobs against the Giants. So everybody was like, I don't know if he'll be better than Montana. And then he beat Legion of Boom, and it was like, okay, I'll entertain it. They got the same amount. And then 28-3 happened, and that was kind of the solidify. Here's the difference, though. Here's the difference. The reason why Mahomes can be in that convo already. Hey, Doug, let me ask you something. Did you know that in every Super Bowl, Mahomes has been down by 10 points or more in every single one?
Yep.
Did you know, Doug, that in his playoff career, he's been down by double digits 10 times, and he has an 8-2 record?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Did you also know, G-Baby, that if you look at Mahomes' playoff stats, it's like an MVP regular season?
Yeah.
And mind y'all, 6 years, guys.
He has like, it's like
5. I looked at it today. It's 51. Yeah, 8 picks, like 40-some touchdowns, 5,100 yards.
Season. Jesus.
And you're not playing any bums in the playoffs, especially when you get first round bye after first round bye after first round bye.
And you had to play the best season.
And for everybody who keeps saying, "Oh, air attack," y'all do know Tom Brady threw for 5K in the same era Mahomes was playing there, right?
Watch this, bro. Watch this.
I told you I'm gonna make good TV. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. I just keep it real close to the hip. I told you.
That's what he does, bro.
Someone said Mahomes.
I saw this man down 24-0 to D-Hop and Deshaun Watson, and it almost like it didn't matter.
And
it's almost like it didn't matter.
Let me add on. They were down 24-0 and won by 20-something points.
It's crazy. All people are gonna do this. This is the only thing Tom Brady fans have now, because y'all Tom Brady fans are crashing out. And it's funny. I'm glad to see y'all crash out, because y'all niggas is crashing out crazy. This is the only thing they have holding on. They have longevity.
That's it.
And head-to-head matchup. Brady more race. Brady beat Mahomes, and if you keep it in context, D Ford lost in the game with the offsides. And then when they played in the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes had no O-line. Congratulations, because we do the 2-0 record. Shit, when it matters most, 2-0 Eli versus Tom Brady.
Hey, when it matters most, Peyton Manning. Hey, when it matters most, Peyton Manning has beat Tom Brady in the playoffs more than the other way around.
When it matters, 3-1 versus Brady in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Using head-to-head record, you'll start down.
Hey, hold on. What's Jimmy G's playoff record versus Eric Rodgers, guys?
4-0.
Well, not 4-0, but
it's 3-0.
Yeah, like if we want to start using head-to-head records, we can go this route.
You're going down on some hills.
Like, let's start.
Yeah, those are bad hills to be a part of. Very bad.
So that's why
you don't want to start. Come on. That's how you know people are crashing out because
and that's why I just wrote them.
They're just in denial.
And that's why, because the reason why I think people don't want to admit it is because most of the people that are trying to argue longevity for Tom Brady, that they don't want to use it for other things because most of them still have Jordan over LeBron. And LeBron, if we keep it a buck, got the longevity argument by a mile. By a mile.
Very true.
You know what I mean? But a lot of the same people, you know what I mean? They don't want to use that. And I just wish y'all will admit it. Because at the very least, we can understand it. If you come and tell us, I'm a guy who wants to see you do it longer, and I can't ignore 20 years, even though, like, granted, 7 rings is 7 rings, but I can't ignore 20 years of Tom Brady. Fine. I get it. That's not me personally, because as far as I'm concerned, Mahomes has done what Brady has already done, and it didn't take him 10 years to get there. And so as far as I'm concerned,
Wallace spitting right here. Mahomes proves people
lie.
rightfully care about eye test and peak over longevity. If MJ came after LeBron, the combo would have been dead after the first 3 peaks.
And it's crazy. GP, real quick. Last thing I'll say before you go. Trey, the last thing I'll say before you go. It's crazy, baby. Patrick keeps saying all. He has 7 Super Bowls. Can we not talk about his runs and how he played too? Because when he got his 7th ring, that whole run he was mid. He was mid. Like literally, it took 3 turnovers because Jared Cook can't hold on to the ball. 3 turnovers versus the Packers. Like
they played Taylor Heineke in the first round. Like, come on, gang.
Let's not
I forgot they played Taylor freaking Heineke.
Yeah, you know what? I never liked, and my bad, Trey. I never liked how Tom Brady was stamped after the Bucs ring, considering the fact that Tom Brady did not play great throughout that whole postseason run. Like, just go back and watch. He almost fumbled the game against the Packers, like you said. Kansas City Chiefs, that was the easiest game I've ever seen Tom Brady have in the postseason. Like,
he didn't do anything in the second half.
He was just chilling. He was just chilling the whole game. So the whole idea that, oh yeah, Brady got stamped because he won a ring with the Bucs. I'm not gonna lie, you a freaking casual. You're stupid to me, actually. I'm not gonna be honest.
Well, Doug,
you're casual and you're stupid because it doesn't make sense. He didn't play great.
Brady needed Belichick. Remember that?
Yes, it doesn't make sense. Brady was stamped for me when he came back 28-3.
Yeah, 28-3. I was like,
and you know what? Was over. And you know what? When he cooked the Philadelphia Eagles, I was like, it's still lost, bro. I was like, no, this is the greatest quarterback I've ever seen in my life. He's insane. There's no way that he should have been doing this. So if you sat here and seen that mid Buccaneers run in 2020 and thought that Brady was the GOAT because of that, you're casual. You don't know anything.
If you thought Brady was the GOAT because of that run in 2018 versus the Jags, where they should have lost in versus the Rams,
was going bar for bar with Blake Bortles, game.
Yeah, you going Blake Bortles and Jared Goff.
Yeah, if you thought
go ahead, Trey. Go ahead, Trey.
I just need to say this once and for all because I've had people look at me and be like, "Oh, y'all jumping the gun too far," blah blah blah, and y'all know me. I work in football. The issue that I have with everybody's arguments for longevity and the accomplishments, all that stuff is cool. If you want to talk about greatest of all time and you want to count the accolades, that's fine. In my line of work, we turn on tape, look at football players all day and determine, A, what this dude does on the field as a singular player, accolades and stats be damned. This guy right here, I don't care what his stats say. I don't care what he won in all district. If he's Gatorade Player of the Year, it's this dude right here. That's how I digest football personally. For me, I don't care about any of the rings. I don't care about the records. At this point in time, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback I have ever seen with my own 2 eyes. I watched Tom Brady from the moment he started to his very final game. There is nothing that you can tell me that would convince me that Tom Brady is better than him. I'm sorry. If you want to say he had a better career, fine. If you want to say that his career is untouchable because what he has accomplished as a singular player, we've never seen another player do it, cool, whatever. I don't give a damn.
Is it untouchable?
It might not even be. But even if you want to say that right now, cool. I'm not going to argue with you. But if we are talking about just turning on tape and just watching a football player from beginning to end, no, it's Mahomes. Because hold on. Just the one thing that people always like. The one thing that people always get me with is we talk about Brady, but people act like Brady was infallible. Like people act like Brady didn't have an Achilles heel. His Achilles heel was pressure because he wasn't a good athlete. There was a formula to beat Brady. It was hard to do it, but at the very least, there was a concrete formula. It was done at least 3 times. At least. Please, somebody tell me what the formula is for beating Patrick Mahomes.
MVS dropping passes and Kadarius passes.
No. I didn't say what's the formula for a circumstance to fail Patrick Mahomes.
I know.
What is the formula to beating Patrick?
There is none.
There is none. There's no formula.
The formula from Patrick Mahomes' losses is Patrick Mahomes choking himself versus the Bengals because he's the reason why he lost.
He choked versus the Bengals, guys, and he's the GOAT. So
that was him playing like ass. And then in the Super Bowl, his whole offensive line was out, and even then, he was still making phenomenal passes.
Tyreek Hill was dropping passes too. Let's not forget.
He was throwing the ball in midair. They were still dropping, just selling him crazy. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's no formula, bro. He just won the Super Bowl with a team who led the league in drops.
Oh, also
he just won the Super Bowl with his best receiver being a rookie from SMU.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you know what's so funny? You know who told me would have done the same thing if they was in their shoes? J-Rob and Bama told me that Lamar Jackson would have done the same thing in Patrick Mahomes' shoes.
Oh, when they say this?
When they say this.
This happened a couple years ago when we first started Gridiron. They both believed that Lamar Jackson in that scenario would have won. The end result would have been the
same. If you want to.
Yeah, because send stat Pat for the link because he's not answering my question.
Oh my God!
I need him to know. I need to know.
Too many things to talk about.
You're right.
I'll let him cook an open field then. I'll let him cook.
All I was gonna say is this: at this point, you gonna sit for all the Brady people that have been saying that he is still not the GOAT. If this game or this entire season didn't prove to you why he should be in this conversation, or at least if you still don't think he's the GOAT in the conversation, I don't know what else to tell you. This is probably the hardest season I think we've ever seen Mahomes have to deal with the mid. I think he said the mid Jets, but that's not either here nor there. You look at their season, he had to go play in this playoff run, Buffalo and Baltimore, both away, gets the Super Bowl, had Valdez-Scantling, Kadarius Toney, Jawan Jennings, everybody on his team that was struggling to at least complete a catch, and he still managed to get all of that done and win a Super Bowl. I don't know how else you can really describe what to really say about it at the end of the day. Because I was watching this game, I had the Chiefs winning because I said I didn't see a way. Because every time people doubt Patrick Mahomes, what does he do? Rises up to the occasion every time. And I remember every single time on the show, we were all saying that we were all wondering if Mahomes was still going to be able to get the job done in multiple games this season, especially coming into the postseason run, and he still managed to do it. Oh my God.
What you about to say, Nick?
Dub, local YMCA receivers. What on God's earth is the Chiefs receiving core?
I guess Julian Edelman was a local
YMCA receiver. Hold on. I hope Julian.
I'm about to drop the link. I'm about to drop the link for only Stafford and Bryant. All right. I want to see what you guys have to say. And please, I'm not trying to spend 30, 40 minutes on one.
No, you're right. I just have a question to ask.
This is what I'll finish this off of, and then you can go.
Go ahead.
With Mahomes, at the end of the day, in my eyes, I think he is. You can if you don't want to say he's the GOAT, you have to at least say top 3, because we know at this point he's obviously in that conversation.
I'm not going to hold you, Grant. Why is he? Who would be over him besides Brady?
No, I think I honestly think it's top 2 at this point.
Who did you say?
What did Dub just say?
I said Dan Marino.
I'm talking about some Dan Marino.
Oh my God!
You want to know why? You want to know why?
I love it.
Because
Patrick Mahomes, second year of the league.
Because Patrick Mahomes said it himself. Patrick Mahomes said it himself. He literally said it himself. So you gonna be mad at me?
Hey, that's like when Giannis still said LeBron was better than him, and KD was like, "Shut up, bro." No, they're not.
It's like KD said, "I should be in the GOAT."
That's not ridiculous.
Yeah, Dub. KD said he should be in the GOAT combo, right?
I didn't think what he said was crazy. Depending on what you value,
you think KD should be in the GOAT combo?
No, depending on what people. KD was saying that he can be in the conversation. Mainly because
you think that's not crazy?
If you look,
no.
When you sit here, are you gonna let me finish before y'all keep talking?
I'm not talking. I'm laughing. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, if you sat here and put it into their perspective, and especially KD and everybody, KD and like his crowd, bro, they're staying. And the way people look at it, we gotta be honest. Like, and KD even says this all the time. It's all subjective. Like, it's all completely subjective. But if you're a fan of your value to the game, your portability, like when people talk about Kevin Durant, especially in the league, they'd be like, nah, he's one of them ones. He's one of the best players they've ever seen. So in my head, I mean, in his own, I understood what he was saying. People they just love meat riding KD. It's just weird. Just weird to me. I don't have him in the GO combo, but I don't see why it's crazy. Like, Dell has him in the GO combo.
And I think that's crazy.
I think that's crazy.
You could disagree, but guess what? It's all subjective. It doesn't mean shit if you disagree.
I 100%. But
I mean, okay, so Dub. With that being said, if I just
who's the most portable player in NBA history?
I mean, I don't want to turn this into I don't want to turn this into a full basketball thing, but Dub. So because it's all subjective, if I come out here and say, you know what, Allen Iverson is clearly the greatest player of all time.
You know what's so crazy? There's not a lot of people that's going to be mad at you. You know what's so funny? My friend, one of my closest friends. You know what he told me? I don't understand why. I don't understand why AI's not. He said, I don't understand why AI's not in the top 10. I don't think it's crazy for him to say. I disagree, but guess what? It doesn't really matter. It all depends on what somebody values. But all I'm gonna say is Mahomes is 2-0 without Tyreek Hill. His best weapons, but he needs Tyreek. Shaking my head. Shout out to the Gridiron Gang. Love. Appreciate you, Ben. Y'all better be ready to get deep fried. Tom Brady won the Super Bowl 6 times with. I'm not gonna say it. No. I know what he did. Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls with local YMCA receivers. I don't watch a lot of football, but just want to show to show love. L Dub and L Beard with no mustache. Appreciate you, Alan.
That's crazy.
But what's good, fellas?
Hey, what's up, Dub? You know me as Goat James too. You know me as Goat James too back in the day.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, man, y'all need to slow the fuck up, man. God damn.
Please watch your cursing. Please watch your cursing. And shout out to Jamal for being.
Oh, my bad. Forgot this is kid friendly. Hey man, this is crazy. Hey, so Tom Brady's a game manager, right? In his first 3 Super Bowls, he was game manager.
He was closer to a game manager than
I say his first. His first two for when they faced Philly, he was
his first 2. His first 2. So you know his second Super Bowl, he's got better numbers than any of Pat Mahomes' Super Bowls.
That's fine.
Yeah.
345 yards. He's got a better average yard per attempt. He's got more touchdowns in a tougher defensive era, and he's a quote-unquote game manager. I got you.
Do you think he was better than him at that time?
He threw the ball.
He had a better Super Bowl performance than all 4 of Pat Mahomes.
Hey, respect Tom Brady. He threw for 48 times, and he had a crazy fourth quarter comeback. I mean,
shout out.
And he was a quote-unquote game man. And by the way, that's his 4th best performance. His 4th best Super Bowl performance is better than all of Pat Mahomes' Super Bowl performances.
Do you think Tom Brady in that second Super Bowl was a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes now?
He performed better. He had a better performance.
That's not the question I asked you.
First of all,
that's not the question I asked. That's not what matters. No.
Oh my Lord.
No, wait, Stat. I'm gonna come to you in a second because that comment that you made.
Yeah, I gotta wait.
But no, that's not the question I asked. I asked, do you think Tom Brady at that time as a quarterback was better than Patrick Mahomes is right now? It's a yes or no question.
In that game, yes.
That's not what I asked you.
Not the question. Why you duck? Yeah, what's wrong?
Why
with
do you
y'all?
keep ducking the question?
Hold on. Because
question.
I don't. Hold on. Tom Brady, first of all, is not. There's 8 more quarterbacks that are more talented than Tom Brady.
That's not
What makes Tom Brady a great? Oh my lord, dog.
That's not what I asked you.
So listen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm turning over a new leaf of toxicity. Let him finish his point, please.
Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, his quote-unquote game manager years, he had a better Super Bowl performance than all 4 of Pat Mahomes, and that's not even his best Super Bowl performance. Actually, it's his 4th best. His best Super Bowl performance was in the loss where he threw for 500 yards. His second best Super Bowl performance when he threw for 466 yards in a 28-3 comeback. In the year he got suspended. His third best Super Bowl performance was against the Legion of Boom when he came back in the 4th quarter down 10, threw for 328 and 4 touchdowns. I mean, what are we talking about, bruh? Slow down. And not to mention, you guys are talking about weapons, right? That 23 team had Gronkowski. The 2 weapons he had on that team, and that was it, was 2 short white wide receivers, bruh. And he threw for 466 yards.
What does the color of their skin have to do with
it?
it?
He had Amendola and Edelman. And you over here talking about weapons.
And both of them are better than Rasheed Rice, MVS, and Kadarius Toney.
I ain't
Bro, Mahomes still got Kelsey. Mahomes still got Kelsey. Brady didn't even have his guy at tight. He didn't even have Gronk in that game.
What about when Brady had Randy Moss?
I mean, come on, man.
Wait,
what about when Brady had Randy Moss and lost? Matter of fact, he choked.
Okay, you know what's funny about that? Hold on, you know what's funny about that? You keep bringing that up, right? Brady scores a clutch go-ahead touchdown. Hold on, he scores a clutch go-ahead touchdown. Is it his fault that he gets the ball back with 30 seconds because his defense gave up a 2-minute drive to win the game?
Hey, wait, Trent.
I mean, come on, man.
Wait, Trent, I got him. That isn't his fault. You know what is his fault? Having the number 1 offense in NFL history at the time and only dropping 14 points. So what you just said, that drive.
Hold on, but you give Pat Mahomes credit for being clutch and winning games, don't you?
I didn't say
for being down 10 in games and coming back and winning. But you want to take credit away from Brady for having a game go ahead winning drive? Come on, man.
You're not listening.
Brian, let him finish his point.
I got you, dog. I got you.
Because up until he had that drive,
mediator today.
This is the number 1 offense in NFL history. He said he had a clutch drive to get it to 14. So that means the first 3.5 quarters, he had 7 points. Is that not choking? And mind you, this same team, they played in week 17 and dropped 38 on him or 35. Same team.
35, I think.
So
okay, but you guys said he choked.
Hold on, Brian. Let him finish.
How you choking, but you give him a game-winning drive? It's up for the defense to hold it down. How is that?
No, stop.
Hold on. You said choke. That's not choking.
Yes, the definition of choking is literally you're playing so far below.
That makes no sense, bro.
Listen.
That's not the definition.
Choking is not about. I'm not. Oh my gosh!
It's a made-up term, though.
You know what I meant, Doug?
If I score 10 points in basketball, but I hit the game-winning shot, that's not choking.
Let him finish his jaw now.
When we talk about choking, we talk about.
I didn't want to have to do it to him, Doug.
Oh my goodness! When we talk about choking, we are talking about whatever you're expected to perform at. You perform so below that expectation. It's like unheard of how bad you were. Tom Brady. Tom Brady had the number 1 offense in NFL. And so at the very least, he can't. You mean to tell me he can't score 21 points?
G-Baby, just let him know.
Did you?
Hold on, Brian. G-Baby, let him know when you finish your statement, okay? But go ahead.
Yes, I will. So you had the number 1 offense in NFL history, and you come up, and again, against that team where you dropped 35 on them, you come up in the Super Bowl, and for the first 3.5 quarters, you only had 7 points. And then, you scored at the end, cool, but you didn't play well. Tom Brady wasn't playing the same way he had been the whole year and through them playoffs. He wasn't. He choked. Now, people forget about it because he had 28-3. So it balances out, just like how people with LeBron, he had the 2011, but then he had 2016 3-1. So it balances out, but he still played bad. He went through it. And then he played bad again 4 years later against the same team.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, did you apply for Webster and just reinvent fucking definitions for the word choke? Because that's what you just did, bro. You could play bad for the majority of the game, but if at the end of the game you lead a team down, and no matter what the sport is, and you have a go-ahead shot, basketball, or you have a go-ahead drive, and then the other side of the ball is the one that gives up the points, that's not choking, bro. You over here applying for Webster and trying to reinvent definitions, bro. Did he play bad for the first 3 quarters? Yes. But to say he choked, no. You can't have a go-ahead winning drive and choke. That does not even make sense. So, anyways,
I would like to clarify.
Come on, man.
Rod, can I clarify the definition of choking for you for a second?
Sure, go ahead, bro.
Okay. When an athlete underperforms due to high pressure. So, off of this definition, I've looked up him in the highest of pressures in the fourth quarter, and them delivering, it's kind of hard to classify that as a choke job when he's at the highest of the level and still getting it done.
Yeah, what I'm saying, bro, like that's not choking. Like you reinventing definitions.
The biggest game in NFL history, he played bad for majority of the game. That's the highest pressure.
Bro, but if you come up late in the game, that's the definition of being clutch. Learn words, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Go. Let me ask you this.
In that game, sure.
What do you think the Patriots could have done better to make them win that game in the 2007 Super Bowl?
They could have played better throughout the game, but to say he choked is just wrong. Just admit that's wrong. Like, come on, bro.
Because the defense was playing lights out.
Okay, so now we moving the goalposts. That's fine. That's fine. Let's move the goalposts.
Can you? Let me ask y'all this. I want to ask y'all this. I want to ask y'all this. Like, can you play? Like, serious question. Can y'all play bad and not choke? I don't understand that.
Wait,
you guys don't think that?
Wait. You said, can you play bad and not choke?
Like, can somebody have like a bad performance and not choke?
But the choking depends on what our expectations are from you. Because if you're Zach Wilson, you play bad all the time. So that's what we expect from you. You're Tom Brady with the #1 offense at that time in NFL history. We don't expect
Doug, hold on, Doug. We all agree Peyton Manning and the Broncos choked versus Seahawks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, no.
Are you gonna ask?
No.
I think they were severely. I think they were severe. I think they were just. It's kind of hard.
Hey, Dub, I didn't even get to my other points, bro.
Oh, my bad, Brian. My bad, Brian. But to clarify for this, right? Yeah, I think the Broncos were just severely outmatched.
Hold on,
that's not choking to me. You were just.
Can I
go ahead?
Can I just say something before we go to the next one? Because you just said the definition was underperforming at the highest level of pressure, right?
Due to high pressure.
Due to high pressure. Hey, Doug, I'm gonna be honest with you. As somebody who played football, you want to know what choking manifests as, like physically, in a Super Bowl when you're not ready to handle pressure? Your center snapping the ball over the quarterback's head at the beginning of the game. I'm telling you. Hey, Doug, I'm telling you, somebody who played, yes, that's a choke job.
They were shook,
from
bro.
beginning to end. They were absolutely shook. When your center comes out the gate, snapping the ball over your head, and you're the #1 offense, you've been a machine the whole year, and you start off like that, you piss down your leg.
Hey, Trey, and you know why? You know why he pissed down his leg? Because Peyton Manning, his whole career, Omaha here, adjustments, and he did that, and the center just hiked the ball.
You know what? I mean, listen, hey, Trey, to be fair, I hear your point there. I hear your point because it was disgusting what was going on, and I do agree with that to an extent.
That entire situation was a choke job. You can play. You can play.
Percy Harvin ran back the kick.
You can look. I'm letting y'all know you can play a game and not just choke in the fourth quarter. It's not about you failed at the final moments of the game, so therefore it's a choke job. No, if you go into a game and you have been playing at a certain level the whole year and you just uncharacteristically shrink in the moment, it's a choke job.
But that's weird because wait. My bad, Brian. But that's weird because a team can very well underperform in a matchup but still win. But then we won't call it a choke job. That doesn't make sense to me.
This is what I'm trying to get you to understand, Doug. There's a difference between performing poorly because you got out-coached or you're just overwhelmed, as opposed to you making unforced, unchecked errors that are uncommon.
And then mine too. Hold
up, G baby. Hold up. So Trey,
it's not something that you can fully quantify with stats. It's
1,000%.
It's something that you have to physically see.
So Trey, I'm glad you said that because I wanted to distinguish that like very much why you can perform bad due to, like you said, like Brady in 07. Like, bro, Brady, I'm not gonna lie, your defense was insane. Like, y'all was running 4 guys getting tons of pressure. Like, and that was very hard for those guys to deal with, right? Now, am I gonna be like, like Brady really choked in that instance because the defense was playing that phenomenal? I don't think it's choking to me.
To me, that wasn't a choke job. That's you getting beat. There's a difference.
That's fine with me, and I agree with you there. We agree.
Do you think the Patriots choked as a team, though?
Before I let Stat go,
no.
In 07?
No.
That Giants crew was on a different
level. The offense did.
No, I'll never call. I'm not gonna say it's a choke job. I just think
I'm never saying that's a choke job.
Underperformed in both Super Bowls. Like a choke job for me from Tom Brady is what he did versus the Ravens with Joe Flacco. Like when he threw like 3 picks and they lost to Joe Flacco, he threw like 10 passes.
Funny, bro. Y'all gotta always bring up another man's accomplishments when it comes to this.
We're talking about Tom Brady and choking.
I'm gonna be honest though. There is no argument here.
Y'all can't bring up an instance where Pat Mahomes did something to Tom Brady, and y'all can make an actual argument to help you. You really can't.
What are you talking about?
Argument. Y'all hate the head-to-head argument.
You guys are premature on this shit, bro. It's crazy.
Wait, time out. Hold on, Stat.
No, because listen.
Let him finish. Okay, I got
Kobe. No. Listen, if an old Kobe went up against Bron when he had Kyrie and he had Kevin Love in the finals and beat him twice, this wouldn't even be an argument. All the Kobe fans would be able to win the argument, and LeBron fans wouldn't be able to say nothing. We wouldn't be able to say nothing. Wait,
you're missing crazy context?
Wait,
stop.
He's gonna bring a goal line.
Let him finish. Stat, let him know when you finish your statement, bro.
Wait. Because here's the context you're missing. Here's the context you're missing. You talk about an old Kobe if he would have went up against LeBron with Kyrie in there. Here's the first thing. First off,
my bad, G baby. But I find it crazy since we talk about me. I find it crazy how Nick's face matches the T-shirt right there. I'm the sweatshirt.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
so look, you talked about if old Kobe beat LeBron. If you said old Kobe beat LeBron with Kyrie in them, right? Well, one of those matchups, Mahomes was missing an important piece. You know what that was? His O-line. So let's say old Kobe went up against the Cavs and Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt. That's a different story we're talking about. Also, wait. The other matchup you're talking about, let's say LeBron and Kobe, they going at it. Kobe's playing great. LeBron's playing great. And then you know what Kyrie does? Flagrant foul that gives them free throws to win the series. We're not blaming LeBron for that, are we? No, we're not.
Hold up, Stat. Let Nick say something, and then you got it. Go ahead, Nick.
Short and sweet. This man Stat came up on this show 3 weeks ago and said Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback in the league.
Why are we talking about something else? I'm talking about Tom
Brady. Hey man, look, man. Let me hold on, man. First of all, head to head.
For winning, right?
Hold on, Brian.
Now go ahead, bro. What would you say?
Hey, let me simplify this. I'm gonna help Stat out. So not only does Brady beat him in every conceivable every conceivable category, the head-to-head is just the cherry on top of it. So you guys are premature with this, man. You're premature to say, hey, he got some time, bro. Let him catch up.
No, it starts at 7 Super Bowls. And then it goes to
it's not even long. Hold on, it's not even longevity though. You guys keep saying longevity, bro. He was hold on. It's not, because even at the highest moments, the Super Bowl, right? He's got 4 performances that blow his out of the water. Out of the water. Not only that, you guys keep talking about weapons. Once again, he's got 6 Super Bowls without a single Pro Bowl wide receiver, and he won 6 of them. You keep talking about, he didn't have Hill, right? For 2 Super Bowls. Yeah, credit. He still had Kelsey, credit. But Brady did that 6 times, bro. And not only that, as a grandpa, as a dude in a wheelchair with a walker, he threw for 5,300 yards and 43 TDs at the age of 45 years old. And that goes. Hold on, bro. Hold on, hey man, hold on, bro. Hold on, man, and hold on, and that goes a lot to this soft ass era. At 45 years old, hold on. At 45 years old, this man with a walker, bro, like he probably taking his grandkids down to get some ice cream or something, and he's throwing for 5,300 and some yards and 43 TDs, bro. Half of his career was in an era where you could hit people, bro, where you can hold receivers, where you can nail the quarterback, and in that same era, he had a better Super Bowl performance than any of Pat Mahomes. I didn't have to come in here and deep fry y'all, but I will.
Hold on.
So who got?
Give me the mic.
You got it, Nick, and then Trey got it next.
I've never seen Tom Brady in a Super Bowl, his run game so bad, they had to rely on Tom Brady's legs to win the game like Patrick Mahomes did.
Oh,
you know why you don't have to? Because he's throwing for 460, son.
Exactly.
He's throwing 460 versus the Giants and versus the Giants?
He threw a game-winning touchdown. Hold on, they didn't have a good run game in there either, but he threw a game-winning touchdown.
Okay, so wait.
You're right, he did throw for 450 combined in the 2 games.
Bring up these Super Bowl performances in the 2000s.
Hey, Trey. Oh, wait. Trey had the mic next, man. Trey had the mic next. Go ahead, Trey. And then Trey, you got it.
Again, I'm gonna just say this so Brian can understand me properly. Like I said before he got on, for me personally, the way I digest football, stats and all this other shit be damn, because if we're being honest, a lot of these stats and accolades can be attributed to different circumstances that are sometimes out of these players' control. What they can control is what they actively do on the field. I have seen this myself. Again, as much as I love Brady, I'm not trying to take nothing away from him. I'm not saying dude was trash.
Trying to take away his GOAT title.
No. I'm not trying to take.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The eye test argument, that you banking eye test argument, and that's terrible, bro.
I'm with the eye test.
Hold on.
I hate the eye test argument, bro.
Hold on, Brian. Hold on, Brian. Let him finish this. Go ahead.
How's an eye test argument terrible?
Look, I was about to say first and foremost,
because it's not objective. That's why.
It's not.
It's the most objective thing we have.
No, it's not, because I could look at anything and then be, I think he's better because I'm just looking at it and I just feel he's better. It's not based off any actual data. Okay, that's why it's a terrible argument.
There's something objective here. This is the same thing I said earlier. There is a formula to beat Tom Brady, the football player. It's not an easy formula, but it's been done at least 3 times.
Pressure, correct?
Yes. Pressure.
Okay, why did Pat Mahomes struggle versus the Buccaneers?
Because he had no O-line.
Because he got pressure, correct?
He had no O-line.
Okay, so pressure works on all quarterbacks, bro. Next, can I get someone that can actually challenge me, bro?
No. Look, but also, like, how many years has Pat Mahomes been in the league?
Bro, pressure, that's every quarterback known to man, bro. Pressure works on every quarterback. It's a dumb argument.
If it works on, hold on, wait. I have a question. Wait, Trey. If it works on everyone, why did it work on Brock Purdy yesterday and it didn't work on Patrick Mahomes?
Nah, it was working on Patrick Mahomes. I'm not gonna lie. I will say this. But I will say this though, Nick.
It did work to a degree, actually.
I don't know what.
Hold up. Time out, Dub. I have to get Brian here.
Okay,
Brian, how did it work to a degree? Because you were talking about the end of the game.
You can still win a game being pressured, bro. The argument he's trying to make is that the weakness for Tom Brady is being pressured. That's every quarterback in the history of the game ever, bro. The reason he lost to the Buccaneers was because he was getting pressured up the ass. Like, can I get another argument that is actually a challenge, please?
You know how many pressures the 49ers
I deep fried G, baby. I deep fried Trey, and Tristan hasn't even come next. I need a challenge, bro.
Hold on. Do you know how many pressures the 49ers had yesterday?
I don't know the exact numbers, no.
They had over 15.
Okay. I just said you could win a game being pressured. I just said you can win a game being pressured, but to say that that's a weakness, that's every quarterback's weakness. If you know football, that's every quarterback's weakness, bro.
I will say this. To be fair here, let's not act as if Mahomes and that offense was struggling the whole entire game up until that muff punt. That muff punt changed everything. Everything.
Until what's the name? Until it matters the most, he got it done crazy. Like how we just.
Oh, and I didn't even get to this part. You have to.
Just like how Brian.
My bad, but that's to Brian's point though a little bit. Like, and I can understand that point of the argument. Where to his point, like Mahomes, if I'm gonna be fair here, Mahomes didn't play that great for the entirety of the game.
That win
no,
was
that's fine.
yes.
But the point I'm saying is because of what he did in that fourth quarter is why we're probably saying, you know what, this is just a great performance from him and what he was able to do, especially in overtime. When you're talking about choking with Tom Brady and discounting what he's doing in the fourth quarter, I just don't like that argument over there classifying Brady for choking.
For me personally,
hey, real quick, who's the better coach, Bill Belichick or Andy Reid?
Equally,
Bill.
I mean,
Bill's a defensive guy, Andy's an offensive.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's still Bill, even though I think Andy Reid's perception is changing now thanks to Patrick Mahomes. But like,
really, okay. So let me give you some numbers. Let me give you some numbers real quick. In the 10 seasons, Bill Belichick without Tom Brady, he's 80-92. He went to 10 playoffs. He's 1-2 in those playoffs. Got blown out by 50 to the Bills. I mean, he's an objectively terrible coach without Tom Brady. Is Andy Reid an objectively terrible coach without Pat Mahomes?
Well,
no. He had a top five. He had a top 5 offense before Pat Mahomes even got there. And I would say Andy Reid's the better coach without said quarterback.
No, and they were calling him a choke artist.
They were,
but I just gave you numbers. I just gave you numbers that would point to Bill Belichick being an not mid, terrible fucking coach. He's 80-92. He's 1-2 in the playoffs and got blown out by 50.
Hey, Brian. To be fair though, the thing is like you can't compare the offense and with Andy Reid and offense with Bill Belichick because they're polar opposites.
That's fair. That's fair.
Bill Belichick has always had a defense that's definitely been up to par, and Bill Belichick, I guess you could say, you know, especially now, this is what happened with Bill Belichick in the last recent years. Him as a general manager has just been messing things up for him as a coach. So they're not really acquiring the players that they need. Where Andy Reid has never done that, right? When he wasn't controlling the general manager and controlling the players, you know, he was still able to floor raise and uplift the talent, especially in the 2000s and then late 90s, you know? So that's kind of the stats are a little inflated. That's kind of a weak argument to me.
I can't ride with that because my position as your offensive coordinator that's not a GM thing. Like benching Matt Jones for Bailey Zappi and then bringing Matt Jones off the bench for Bailey Zappi, then benching him again. That's not a GM thing. Like, bruh, it's just like, and he did it really with Brady and Bledsoe. That's how Brady even got his job. He had a whole starting quarterback that they had just paid a nice chunk of money, and everybody thought, well, yeah, he's going to start. No, I'm going to start the 6th round guy because I'm smarter than everybody. So, like, that's
Bledsoe get hurt because he got injured. He started Tom Brady because Bledsoe got hurt. That's why Tom Brady started because Bledsoe got hurt.
If you don't remember, Bledsoe.
Yeah, and guess what? Bill Belichick should send Tom Brady some flowers because he saved his career with that.
Well, technically he saved his career, but like even after that, Bledsoe, he recovered from his injury.
We're gonna give. I'm sorry.
You could have just gave him the starting quarterback job back, which is what usually happens in the NFL. Because he said no, and he rolled with the 6th round quarterback.
And also, Brian, to your point, if you want to say that, Andy Reid better be saving Patrick Mahomes the whole bed and all for saving his career. There, if you want to go that route.
Hold on, but the difference is if you want to say Andy Reid wasn't elite without Pat Mahomes, he was still a good coach. He still had good teams. Bill Belichick has been in the bottom of the league, bruh. He's been getting blown out. Like he's just not good without Tom. There's no comparison here.
The level of teams Andy Reid had without Patrick Mahomes compared to what Bill Belichick was working with.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is so far off.
Compare their records with. Hold on, compare their records
without looking at quality of team. You're just looking at numbers on a paper.
You know what's gonna be so funny though? You know what? Trent, hold on real quick. You know why that's
How
nasty?
many real Hall of Famers did those old Patriots teams have besides like Ty Law? Like,
all I know is, bro, all those teams that were good, all those Bill Belichick teams that were good, you know what the consistent was? Tom, Patrick, Edward, Brady. The only time a Bill Belichick team was good was when he had. Hey, I say this all the time. The greatest organization in sports is the Tom Brady. Because wherever he goes, you got a chance. Okay. He turned coaches into GOAT conversations.
So if you're going to ignore that, you talking about just Tom Brady, like Brady didn't have top 10 defense his whole career. I can say the same thing about the Kansas City Chiefs. What runs the Kansas City Chiefs is Patrick fucking Mahomes. Period. Can you not say that? Just like how you say with Tom Brady.
But those teams, but those teams with Andy Reid, once again, were still better teams than the teams of Bill Belichick without Tom Brady. That's just a fact. We can argue about this side of the ball, that side of the ball, but when we talk about the team as a whole, they just weren't good. Those Bill Belichick teams, they needed Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if he's sending them. I wouldn't be surprised if he's sending them thank you letters in the mail to this day. To be honest.
Brian, let me clarify. So let me just clarify. You think that them Tom Brady teams with Bill Belichick that were winning Super Bowls weren't that good?
Say that again.
Do you think those Tom Brady teams, like when those winning Super Bowls, those teams weren't that good? Even like the teams.
What Super Bowl?
Just damn near all of them. Majority of them.
Okay.
Majority of them. Do you think that they weren't that good? It was just Tom Brady.
I don't think they were that good.
I think on the offensive side of the ball, no quarterback has won more with less. No quarterback. Let me repeat that one more time for the people in the back. No quarterback has won more with less.
Okay, that's fine. But do y'all not also acknowledge the defenses that?
And we see that because when he left, we see that because when he's not there, guess what? They're trash.
What about
garbage?
Playing with too.
Name the Hall of Fame.
I don't know. Hey, those defense, those Bill Belichick defense, sure don't seem to be helping them when Tom Brady ain't there. It's crazy, ain't it?
Why are you acting like a bot? Answer the question. Like, damn. No.
Hey, man, look, man.
I'm talking about when Tom Brady was playing. Why you act like he had Tom Brady?
He had no one's saying he didn't have good defenses. No one's saying we didn't have good defenses.
After Tom, and wait, in timeout. That's a dumbass point to bring up because even when Tom Brady left, they still had top defenses in the league. What are you talking about?
Okay, how was the team as a whole?
That's why they made the playoffs in 20.
How was the team as a whole, bro? How was the team as a whole?
What are we talking about?
You said what?
How was the team as a whole?
They were okay.
You know what's crazy, Trent?
They were okay. Okay.
Hey,
so hold on. So
and they made the playoffs because of their defense, what Bill Belichick specializes in.
Yeah, and they got blown out by 50. They had
a rookie.
Okay, but again, we're talking about
that great defense got blown out by 50.
Okay, you move the goal.
You know what happened if Tom Brady there? Because he's the greatest organization in sports. You know what happened with Tom Brady there? Because they're the greatest organization in sports.
Fellas, I don't see us getting anywhere. Let me read off some super chats, and then we could talk more about what happened during the game. Right? 0 rings without a top 10 defense, points per drive. While y'all entertain this talk about some YMCA receivers and head-to-head with no context. LMAO. Tito El Bandito. My apologies, boys. G baby, I'm assuming PC wrestling is cooked. Is there anywhere else I can get my wrestling podcast fixed? Shout out to 49ers, sad gang.
Dang, I don't know where you being, but what was his name again? I'm sorry.
Tito El Bendito.
If you're in the Discord, tag me and I will slide you where you can get it.
Bet. So with all of these talk and discussions we have about Mahomes and Brady, I think is great. We should definitely talk about what happened in this game. Before we do, though, I want to talk about this real quick. Yo, wasn't Usher wilding with Alicia Keys, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking of Swiss Beats. I was thinking of Swiss Beats, bro. As soon as I seen him caressing her figure, she still got a beautiful figure, by the way. Oh my God, I love Alicia Keys, right? So I'm over here thinking, I'm like, yo, I know Swiss got that Arthur hand right there with his balled up in the fist over there tight. Because I'm not going to lie. That's wild. I'm not going to hold you.
I only have one thing to say about that whole situation. For everybody who was getting mad at Keke Palmer's husband.
Yeah, he warned y'all.
But now defending Swizz Beatz and trying to be like, oh, Usher was wilding. Where were y'all when Keke Palmer's husband was tripping? Because he literally felt the same way. Probably Swizz Beatz did. And all of y'all was getting on him, calling him insecure. But now y'all saying Usher wilding because he did it to Alicia and because Swizz Beatz. All right, bro. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
And Keke Wild, I'm not gonna lie.
And hold up, before we go on, I'm sorry, I just have to drop some ball on this. Whoever said in the chat that Messi is that Pele is actually closer to Messi, stop smoking crack. Pele had 3 World Cups, and the only reason why he won that third one was because that team was he carried the first 2, but the third one he didn't win. So stop it. I'm sorry.
Hey, Grant, I gotta say something to you real quick, bro. You doubted my Michigan team. For how long, bro? I know it's off topic, but I gotta call you out. I gotta call you out, bro. You doubted them.
Oh, this is Go Blue?
This is Go Blue. That's Go Blue.
This is the Go Blue.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, this is
Shout out
Shout
out Go Blue.
I remember.
Shout out Go Blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
I just had to throw that out there, man.
Listen, look, hold up. You're right. I was wrong. I apologize. This Michigan team outperformed my expectations. They played a very solid end of the season, and I give it to them. They deserved that national championship. But now, yeah, it was good. I doubted them, and they shocked the world.
I forgot to ask this question before we talk about the game. I forgot to ask this question. Yo, Stat. So you said it doesn't matter how you win; it just matters if you win. Is that what you said earlier?
That's pretty much how it goes, right?
Bet. Question for you, sir. Where do you have Terry Bradshaw ranked all time?
Oh no!
Oh, no, I ain't never.
Because he got 4 of them things. Is
Bradshaw.
he a top 10 quarterback all time?
I don't rank Terry Bradshaw.
Why not? Why not? He got 4 of them things.
I don't because, bro. Like he's like I think about the GOATs, bro, and I think about people I've seen.
He got 4 of them things. He got more than Peyton.
I've
more
never
than
seen Terry Bradshaw play, bro, and he's not in the GOAT conversation. So, like, why? Like, I don't care to think about that.
So
have you ever seen Jim Brown play? Wait. Have you ever seen Jim Brown play?
No.
But you got him top 10 all time, don't you?
I mean, I guess
probably not.
I guess I do.
Okay,
so
Terry Bradshaw,
Black History Month, ain't it? Yep, still Black
History Month. Hey, that's funny. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, that is.
Wait, so Stafford, you don't care how like a player performs. You just matter what.
Listen, bro. Listen, when we talking about the GOAT conversation, stuff like head-to-heads and stuff like that matters. Like, and when we talking about the best, that's what y'all use to. That's the measuring stick, bro.
Where does Peyton Manning
like y'all use like for example, like with Josh Allen, his whole narrative is that you can't be better than so and so because you ain't beat Pat Mahomes in the playoffs. And that's what y'all hold against them. Y'all hold the head on head against them. That was
that ain't me. I was like, that ain't me.
He gonna play slow.
Hey, he confused us with J-Rob and Bama because that ain't us.
Like now, that's like not the narrative about Josh Allen. Like, he can't beat
but even then, Joe Burrow beat Mahomes like 3 straight times, and I never had him above Mahomes.
Wait, but Stat though. But here's the thing on Stat. Real quick, Stat. Nobody up here, first off, views shit like that. And second, since you view shit like that, where do you have Peyton Manning all time then? Got to be top 2.
3.
Is it Drew Brees better than him?
I don't know.
Hey, head to head should only be head to head should only be a cherry on top stat. If you're gonna go to head to head, that's after you've already looked at everything else.
So that's all I'm saying.
So shouldn't Drew Brees?
No. You have to look at for example.
Oh, let's answer this. Should Drew Brees be over Peyton Manning?
I mean, one guy.
I really want to say yes,
the other one got more.
Why? Why? He beat him in the head-to-head.
If you no, we're not about to do. If you value head-to-head at the cherry on top,
it's never came out of anybody's mouth. Drew Brees is better than Peyton Manning ever.
Yes, it has. Actually.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has. Actually,
actually has.
It's definitely.
You got a New Orleans shirt on, bro. So
no, it ain't for me. It ain't just for me. It ain't just for me. Dawson, do you root for New Orleans?
But
Dawson, are you a New Orleans fan?
But you see the contradiction here. The contradiction is we're talking about valuing head-to-head matchups, the fact that Drew Brees, and I believe he played better in that game as well.
He did.
Like he
Yes,
played,
he did.
cleared him in the game, beat him in head-to-head. He has the stats. He has the statistical performances. He has records. He has crazy.
He was better in the playoffs.
Well,
my thing is that y'all trying to pick and choose because he's the new, like, because he's the hottest thing, bro. Y'all want to pick and choose. No, y'all want to pick and choose because it's like y'all don't want to. What?
Now don't
So
go
the head-to-head thing, man, that's the last thing you should go to.
No,
so Tom Brady beats him in it. So this is why I say Tom Brady beats him in every conceivable thing, right? I mean, I don't even understand why we're having this debate so early in his career. But anyways, he beats him in every conceivable thing, right? And then you go to the head, then you go, oh, well, he also beat him head to head. That's how you should look at that.
The way it sounds like to y'all, basically, because let's just say, for the sake of argument, Mahomes gets to the 7. For y'all are probably never going to have Mahomes against him because Brady beat him head to head. That's basically what it sounds like. That's basically what it sounds like.
No, Mahomes can pass. Hold on, let me make this clear. Mahomes has the opportunity. Hold on, Mahomes. He got to get at least 6 to 7 rings, and it's how he does it. It's also how he does it. It's also how he does it.
Let me ask you this.
It's also how he does it, man.
No, 7 rings is crazy. I'm gonna say this right now.
Because I know you talking about this earlier. I do air attacks. I do that.
Real quick. One more question, Trent. If Mahomes 3-peats, it's gonna be bad.
Over. If he 3-peats,
it's not over, but it's not over. But that's pretty impressive. It's not over though.
It's the only hey, that's something Brady's never done.
That's fine. That's fine. And no franchise, not just player, no franchise has 7, so you can miss me with that.
No franchise is 3-peated.
Okay, time out.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cute. That's cute, bro. No franchise has 7.
That's cute.
That's cute. No franchise has 7, bro.
Hold on. Wait, first off, he doesn't need 7.
You talking about no player has? Guess what? No franchise has, son. Come on, man.
He 3-peats. I don't want to hear none of that shit. He's the GOAT because nobody's ever.
I mean, that's fine. You could say it as many times as you want, but that don't make it true, my guy.
3-peating is to me. 3-peating is better than 7.
That's real.
It's better than 7.
Yeah, man. Last time I checked, math ain't mathin', bro. 4 is not more than 7. But anyways,
did I say that? When did I say that?
You just said it better than 7.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I think
hold on. Let me ask you this.
Let me make something clear, bro. I'm an air attacks right now. If Tom Brady started his career when Pat Mahomes did, first of all, he'd have 150,000 pass yards, man. He'd be breaking everything.
Tom Brady won 4 rings and played in the 2010s, guys. Yes. Tom Brady became the best quarterback.
Yeah, and guess what? Those 4 rings. Hold on, and guess what? What the fuck? And guess what? Those 4 rings, those performances blow Pat Mahomes out of the water. 466 yards passing, 28-3 comeback, no Gronkowski, 2 midget wide receivers, 505 passing yards. Goes to a whole new team. One of the worst losing. No, I'm not. You said he won 4 rings. It's also how he won them. It's also how he won them.
Tom Brady played in the same era, and he won 4 rings off this motherfucker. Your era, you're literally moving.
Say that one more time. You're
moving the goalposts. Tom Brady played in the same era in the 2010s. Trying to tax.
The same era as who?
He won 4 rings.
Patrick Mahomes.
He has more. What's your argument? He played in the same era, had better performances in the Super Bowl, and had more rings. What's your point?
So the point is, air taxing makes no sense when they're not doing it.
Well, hold on. That proves you guys don't realize how that proves my point. You're not realizing that proves my point. In Pat Mahomes' era, he performed better because it's a softer era. He had even more impressive performances because he's playing in a softer era. He threw for 5,400 yards as a grandpa with a cane because he's playing in a softer era.
Explain to me how the era is softer. How you want to air attack?
You can't hit the quarterback. You can't hold. You can't hit the same. I mean, come on, man.
Tom Brady is the reason you wait. You do realize Tom Brady is the reason you can't hit quarterbacks, right?
Whatever the reason is, he still played in a tougher era.
Okay.
You're talking about the why, not what was.
Guys, let's talk about the actual game that happened.
2000s.
And also, let's talk about the 49ers as well and what's going on with them.
Okay. So what's the question, Doug?
Some people, let's just talk about the game. And Mad Max, if you're in here, pull up, bro.
Tom Brady cheat.
But
Stop.
You guys are disgusting.
That's how you know you got deep fried, bro. You got to go to the conspiracies and all the cheating shit, bro. Deep fried. Hey, I breaded you up. I breaded you up like some chicken breast, and I threw you in the deep fryer.
We'll talk about the game. You know what I want to talk about, Doug?
So sensitive.
Let's talk about the game.
Yeah, Doug, let's talk about the game. You know what I want to talk about? And I think you'd be on my side because we've been telling people for a long time. That top 10 running back at Debo Samuel when he tried playing receiver, was he not strapped? Could he not run? Should he not have a hands issue?
Hell. He was in hell.
Oh my! Juwan Jennings looked like a better receiver than Debo.
That's crazy.
Juwan Jennings was getting open. Granted that he did get bailed on that. He did get bailed on that flag.
Hey,
but Juwan Jennings was getting open.
I heard his name.
Speaking of 49er receivers, that was probably Ayuk's last game in the Niners.
No, I don't think so. I think
they gonna pay him.
I think they're gonna give him the bag.
Nah, oh yeah, I forgot. They got
him the bag.
Salary cap ain't real then, but okay.
I mean, look at what Mickey Loomis is doing on the Saints. Of course, the salary cap ain't real. But as far as the game goes,
Saints could get with it.
As far as the game goes, I said, and even though it wasn't exactly like this, what I said was Brock Purdy. Don't be surprised if he comes into this game and has a 2018 Jared Goff where he looks like a deer in headlights. Now, it didn't come to fruition the whole way through, but he definitely struggled with recognizing where the pressure was coming from. Now, granted, Spags did call some genius plays, but he also didn't recognize where the pressure was coming from a couple times. The same thing y'all got on Jimmy G for, missing Emmanuel Sanders wide open. He did that a couple of times. Okay, he missed the one time Debo did get open, missed him. I think he missed. I don't remember who it was, but he missed somebody else in the back of the end zone. Brandon Ayuk. And then as far as the way the defense played, you can definitely tell they got nervous when it got crunch time. They were like, "Ooh, we've seen this movie before." And the reason why I say that, trust me, I'm very big on a conspiracy like, oh, the NFL script. I came out here and said, y'all really think the NFL is going to let Taylor Swift lose her first Super Bowl appearance, right? However, there's some things that you just got to know, and you can call it preparation, whatever you want. The last drive, you know they're going to Kelsey. That's who they've been going to. Shout out Fred Warner for playing great in that goal line stand that forced overtime. However, before that, guys,
the third down, G baby.
Yes, guys, it's Travis Kelsey. Who else is Mahomes gonna go to in this moment? Who else is he gonna go to in this moment?
G baby, I'm glad you brought that up. There was also another play. Kelsey was like 10 to 15 yards wide open over the middle, wide open. And I'm like, how?
Well, I mean, Kelsey was balling like he was
freaking Andy Reid.
Hey man, look. Shanahan is NFL's version of Rondé, bro. He gets too happy with the pass game. Bro, when he should be running the ball. I mean, what the hell was that bootleg, bro? You got 6 yards on the first down. You get 6 yards on the first down. You make it 2nd and 4. The defense is tired, and you do a bootleg for no game, bro. It's just, man, Shanahan, bro. He's NFL's Rondé, bro.
I want to say though, like, honestly, like Christian McCaffrey, they were trying to run the ball, but when you're only getting 2 or barely even 3 yards on each of your carries, like, what can you do? You have to start passing.
They were at the end of the game.
It's situational, bro.
At the end of the game, at the end of the game, yeah. I was about to say they were running.
But the fact that Debo,
I was talking on that last drive.
McCaffrey was acting like he was hurt though.
But even then, bro, look at the play chart in the second half. They would run it on first down. They might not get a gain, and then they just abandon the run. The thing with a run game, you gotta be committed. Yeah, you gotta commit to it, and that's why I say he's the Ryan Day version in the NFL. If it don't work on first down, he quits.
Wait,
hold on. Just start throwing the rock.
My bad, Trey. Go ahead, Trey.
Let me go. Because this is the thing I have to say about this game. Outside of Patrick Mahomes, the other thing I will say is this is the second straight game where an offensive staff has let the Chiefs defense off the hook. And this is what I mean. The Chiefs defense has one Achilles heel. It has been prevalent the entire year. They struggle against gap scheme run. Power, G lead, counter. anything where you are pulling guards and tackles, they do not do well with it, specifically because their linebackers are small. The second level, Drew Tranquil is a former safety. Nick Bolton, as good as he is, dude is barely 6 feet tall. If you pull a guard in front of him, he's nullified. They've struggled with that all year. The two teams that they have faced in the Super Bowl and in the AFC Championship, both of them, in certain cases, specialize in gap scheme runs, or at the very least, they can get those runs off at a high clip whenever they want to. You saw them against the Ravens. The Ravens completely just abandoned. To the 49ers' credit, in the first half, you actually saw them mix a difference between the gap scheme. Then they would hit you with a little bit of split zone to kind of change it up. Then they'll hit you with the little orbit motions. Like, the first half of that was perfect. And then for whatever reason, to Go Blues' point, second half, homie decides, nah, we ain't doing that no more. And this is the third Super Bowl that Kyle Shanahan has done this. It's the third one. And how many times is he gonna get a pass before we finally look at you and be like, "Hey, bro, you just be screwing up." Like, how many more passes he gonna get? That's all I want to know.
You fraud.
I told you, man. He's the NFL Ryan Day, bro. Plain and simple. Tell J-Rob I said that too.
Hey, Max, what you got to say, fam?
Oh, what's good, dog? What's good, y'all?
Max, what's good?
What's good? I was just wanting to chop it up about the game. I had stuff to get at G, baby, but he gone now. Where he at?
Yeah, I think he's not coming back.
He just had to dip.
Y'all was capping earlier about Brock Purdy, bro. Brock Purdy played a B+ game, bro.
Huh?
B+.
Trick.
I don't know about that, Max. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he did good.
I say C+.
He made some big time. I give him a C-. He made some good throws.
I mean,
he played good. It's just that he couldn't. He couldn't throw over his old lineman. Like, that was the main thing. Like, his biggest flaws came out in that game. Like, in the biggest ways. Like, every single time he got pressure in his face, like the same. It looked like they kept playing the same clip over and over again. Like, his old lineman getting pushed into him trying to throw the ball, and his hand just smacking the old lineman in the back. Like, that happened like 5 or 6 times in the game.
Is his fault the old lineman getting pushed into him?
Well, no, it's not his fault, but most QBs can at least get the ball over the old offensive lineman, or they can at least get the ball out when pressure's in their face. He can't get the ball past the line of scrimmage. Like, it goes right in the dirt, or it's going to his old lineman's back, or it's getting batted down. Like, and that's a big problem. Like, you at least got to be able to move out the pocket, or you got to be able to do something. Like, I had him on my parlay. All he had to do was get over 13. All he had to do was get over 13 yards rushing, bro. Bro had 12 yards rushing. Dude, like, do something, fam. Do something. Like, so,
I mean, I've seen him evading pressure plenty of times. I ain't see as many tip passes as y'all want to say. I seen Chris Jones.
I will say this though.
Unbelievable pressure.
I will say this though, because G Baby couldn't say it, but to go back to it, bro. Are y'all gonna slander Brock Purdy the way y'all did Jimmy G? Because that same game, Jimmy G was playing. He was playing solid, and he had that one missed throw that was crucial. Brock Purdy did that twice. And
which throw?
He did that twice. The one to Debo. I forgot he missed another one, but he had a one for Debo for a touchdown. That would have been hella crucial.
Are you talking about the one in the fourth quarter, Trent?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there was one also in the first half, though, that he missed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
people forget that because it was the first half, but the fourth quarter one, if he would have completed that one.
So all I'm saying
it doesn't make sense to me how with Brock Purdy, like, I'm watching the game, he's doing everything I expected him to do. So he's not, and if you want to say that maybe people overhyping him, sure, but he was being a game manager, and Brock Purdy, I think he was a better version of Jimmy G, even in that game.
Yeah,
so,
I think he was too.
Like, and it cleared him as a better player. Like what Max said, he made some plays when they needed him to. Then he also has some mishaps as well, and you're going to get that kind of margin of error with a quarterback of his caliber. So I don't see a reason why we got to sit here and try to cook him, or a reason why you're talking about a C.
Y'all was cooking him, Trent.
I'll give him a B. I'll give him a B minus, a B. I don't think it's bad.
I think it's a C. I'm not cooking him though,
especially considering how the game was, considering that the other quarterback on the other side is people's GOAT, and he didn't have like his it was a competitive game, like it wasn't like a high scoring game. So considering how the game was, like, in the fact that the game he got them all the way to literally the last second of overtime, like,
and his receivers were locked up.
I'm
not gonna lie, they were getting strapped.
Debo was
I don't understand how y'all could. Well, G-Baby gone now, but G-Baby was excuse my language. He was pooping on Debo Samuel. He was pooping on Debo Samuel earlier about Debo Samuel not that good and all that stuff. But then you can't sit here and turn around and say Brock Purdy got the best team of all time if you pooping on the players. Like, that's just a contradiction.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah,
I will say, like, people want to get on Twitter.
Right on.
He calls him a running back and then gets mad when he can't get open. I mean, you gotta get
no. He cooks the quarterback for not being able to throw the receivers who can't.
I know they can't get open, but he calls, and the receivers aren't. He doesn't even call the receivers, dub.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, and the whole thing with CMC and the run game and everything. I understand how Kyle Shanahan sat here and passed. You could say he probably passed the ball too much. But, bro, like, I'm not going to lie. There's probably a couple drives where they're getting something with the run game. They weren't getting a lot with that run game, bro.
They weren't getting nothing.
Like, they weren't.
Yeah, it's 2 yards here and there. Like, we got to try something different.
Nothing.
What?
Now, to whoever said this, to their credit, like, the times they did have success was in the zone run schemes, like, where they were pulling guards and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was true.
Like, then they would get like 6 or 7 yards, but like even with that, it was like, you know, like that was few and far between where he caught. You can't just continuously. I guess you can't continuously call those. Like,
they were stacking the box. You can't just keep running on the stacked box. You got to try to loosen the defense.
What's everyone's thoughts about the Niners taking the ball first in overtime?
They didn't know the rules.
Stupid.
The 49ers didn't know the rules.
No, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because I want my best unit on the field last. Like,
for sure. Now,
like, I want my best unit on the field last. So
what got me mad about
I'll go ahead and throw my offense out there, see if I can get some points, and then if I get a field goal, I'm gonna trust that my defense, which has been getting pressure the whole night, can get a stop. Like, all we need is a stop, and the game is over at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
I trust my defense to get that first stop. I want to go into that final drive knowing what I got to do on offense, not knowing that I got to stop Mahomes.
Not with Brock Purdy as your quarterback, though.
I don't care. I got a theory.
QB,
if I'm starting this guy, I believe in him. I don't care who he is. If he's starting, I believe in him.
Don't you think their offense was better than their defense this year, though? The Niners?
No, well, they had notoriously been like everybody used to say, man, that 49ers defense, like, it's the best in the league. Like, nobody really said the 49ers had the best offense in the league. Like, people,
I think they have a top 5 offense.
People were saying, well, yeah, but people said they got the best defense in the league. Like that's what people were saying. So, like, that's their best unit, and the defense performed the best in the game. Like, that's who was performing the best. Like, I can't be mad at them for doing that. And, like, people are mad that, the players didn't know the rules. I mean, obviously the Chiefs didn't really know. Mecole Hardman, when he caught the ball in the end zone, he looked around like, is the game over? Like, what we do? Like, he didn't know the rules.
So for people in the chat that don't know, this was the first time, when was the last time there was an overtime in the Super Bowl?
This is
Tom Brady.
This is only the
Tom
second
Brady,
one
right?
in history.
The Falcons, right? The Falcons,
and it's with the new rules too.
The new rules. The Falcons didn't get the ball back in the other one.
So I need y'all to understand something. On top of scheming up against the Chiefs, scheming up against all of these meetings they're having to counteract the Chiefs, like, them in this new overtime rules is not really something that I would assume they're not that much in depth on, because it's way too many things that they're worried about. Now, I'm not saying it's an excuse, but you can definitely believe that the 49ers players weren't familiar with the rules, because they're worried about other things, bro. Like the human.
You gotta be prepared for that though. Like you have to.
Yeah.
Like,
What you mean?
You have the overtime rules. You have to
the coaches should like know that.
Kyle Shanahan should be the one under fire. To let these players know.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I'm kicking. First of all, I'm kicking the ball.
The players is football. Like,
if I get the coin toss, bro, I'm kicking the ball because if they score and I get the ball back, at least I know I can go for it on 4th down every time. I get 4 downs every time to score. It's more advantageous to kick the ball. If you get the ball first and then you don't get in field goal range, you're gonna punt. But at least if they get a field goal, and I know I got a chance to score this tutty, and at least get in field goal range, I know I got to go for 4th down every time. I think that's a better position.
But if you punt to Pat Mahomes, why would you? If you do go first, and then say you end up having to punt, you might as well just pack it up. Like, if you putting the ball to Pat Mahomes, and all he has to do is get a field goal, just pack it up. I would rather put Pat Mahomes in a situation to where he has to.
That's if you get down the field. So I'm saying don't take the ball. I'm saying don't take the ball first.
He's saying to kick the ball, Stat.
I'm saying you don't take the ball first.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So if they kick the ball first, and Pat Mahomes get a quick score, right? And then they go down. Let's say Pat Mahomes get a quick score, and they can't waste the clock out like the Chiefs did, and they score. Pat Mahomes still get the ball last.
Right.
I got a question since I don't know. Each team gets the ball, right? Let's say they would have both scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Is the next score after that the game?
Yeah.
Wins.
Next score after that game. It's death after that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you kind of like it's kind of like
it's a double-edged.
I also think Kyle Shanahan took the ball because his defense was just out on the field.
They lost because of Kyle Shanahan.
I agree with that. Trend.
They just lost because of it.
Again.
Bro, I keep saying it. That bootleg call was one of the dumbest calls, bro, I've ever seen.
They didn't lose. The Chiefs won, bro. Yes, Steve Spagnuolo won that game. Kyle Shanahan did not lose that game.
Spagnuolo out-coached the head coach.
I saw a stat, bro.
Okay, both of us can coach. Both of us can coach good, and I still.
Bro, I saw a stat.
Yeah.
I saw a stat that the Chiefs defensive coordinator held.
Hold up, Brian. What Max is basically saying is, they both did a good job. One just won. One just executed more.
This was literally like one of the best coach Super Bowls I ever seen in my life. Like, you could really see the impact of the coaches on this game. Like, both coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And Trent, I think, was that you earlier that said Purdy wasn't doing that but throwing a wide open receiver?
Hell no, I ain't say that.
It was one of y'all light skins. You or J-Rod.
That was Jalen.
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 Like, acting like Mahomes went throwing. I didn't see Mahomes make one tight window throw the whole game. It was wide open receivers. And I'm the biggest Mahomes fan. He's been a GOAT for me for 2-3 years since I seen him. And he didn't make not one tight window throw the whole game.
Yeah, the Niners secondary
Andy Reid was cooking up like
that's what I'm saying. It was great coaching all around.
Like, that's really more than anything. Like, that's why I felt bad. Like, they had a shot of, I think it was Brandon Ayuk looking on the side, like in that last drive. Brandon Ayuk was just looking like, damn, bro. He was just like, bro, it's over, because they was just driving down the field. Like, everything Andy Reid was drawing up was just working. Like, everything.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Andy Reid countered the blitzes though, so well.
Okay, yeah.
Wherever somebody,
perfect time to play calls.
Perfect time to play calls is facts.
Whenever they sent the defense, whenever they sent a rusher coming, that's where like Andy Reid was sending like a free receiver, and then like Pat Mahomes would just dump it right over the top to him, and then it'd be like 8 yards here, 7 yards there, and it was just death by 1,000 cuts, and all they could do was just watch. It was just like all they could do was watch.
I ain't gonna lie though. They kind of made that easy to read, bro. They had 5 dudes like 7 yards off the line of scrimmage in coverage. I mean, that's easy to read. Dump it down.
They weren't blitzing then. That's when
I'm just talking in general, bro. Like, if you're gonna just drop five dudes 7 yards back in the coverage, I'm dumping it down underneath every time. Like,
Yeah,
For sure,
yeah,
for sure.
no, Brian's right. They did play a lot of they dropped back a lot. Like when it was second and long, they played way too far back.
Yeah, way too far.
Yeah.
And then tried to wait until they got in the field goal range to start shortening the field. No, you should have been playing. You should have shortened the field from
the first play of the drive.
First play, you don't let them get in the field goal range. So I just, it just was.
What lost them the game that ain't nobody talked about today?
And
it's Jake Moody. He lost them the game.
How?
He got the missed extra
they
point.
blocked it though.
Yeah, but if you watch the replay, he messes up the kick. Actually, he kicks it with his chin.
They lost by 3 points though. They didn't lose by 1.
You know what else?
No. You would have forced the. You would have forced the touchdown at the end.
You know what changed the game, bro? The punt that hit the dude in the foot.
Yeah.
And then do that.
You want to say Ray McCloud sold him the game? Okay.
I don't even think Ray sold because the punt was a live ball. It hit the dude in the foot. The 49ers
it hit his teammate. It hit his
That's why he picked up the ball,
and that's why he went to go grab it, and he couldn't grab it because it was all over the place. So like that. That's why to cook Kyle Shanahan to me is kind of weird because literally this game was decided. We're talking about just 2 moments because the Chiefs offense wasn't clicking. They did not gain momentum at all until that muff punt happened. I was watching the game and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Mahomes is getting locked up. Like he was in the trenches, bro.
You know what the muff punt remind me of, Dub? When Jahmyr Gibbs fumbled versus the Niners.
Yeah.
Everything changed.
It changed everything because of that. And that right there, I can't really be like, yeah, Kyle Shanahan is terrible and everything, or he did such a bad job play calling. Because I'm like, nah, I think they both did very well. Shout out to Reed, shout out to Kyle. But bro, when you're going up against the greatest the greatest peak quarterback of all time, or top 2.
Yeah, be careful there, though. Careful.
My bad, Brian. With a offensive mastermind in Andy Reid, and you lose to them not once but twice. I'm not looking at you crazy. And then poor Kyle Shanahan. The first loss. There's nothing worse than the 20.
They were up 10 in the. No. I'm talking about the first Niners loss versus the Chiefs when they were up 10 in the fourth quarter.
The first loss was far worse.
Yeah.
First loss was worse. So in my head, bro, this guy's losing. Kyle Shanahan's losing not to just regulars. He's losing to GOATs. He's losing to Tom Brady and Mahomes.
Here's what I say though, man.
He's gonna do it again next year. I think he's gonna.
Hey man, here's what I say though, man. Kyle Shanahan had plenty of opportunity to put that game away though. I mean, you got to admit that.
That's true. I hear you there.
Chris Jones,
that interception they got, the 50-yard line, and you don't even get a first down.
They went 3 and out. Yep, they went 3 and out right after that.
I mean, and then I'm gonna keep harping on this. Bro. That bootleg call at the end of the game was one of the dumbest calls I've ever seen, bro. That's when you start overthinking. I am, bro. Look. Let me tell you something, man. If that's a Harbaugh, because that's my guy, or if that's Tom Brady, he checking. Hey, what are we doing? Calling a pass play? The fuck, we running this bitch. My bad for the cousin. We running this ball. That's what we doing.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you wanna know the stat though, which is a crazy stat though. Kyle Shanahan, when calling plays in the Super Bowl, of course, 0-3 record, but he's been outscored 29-74 in the second half / overtime.
Damn, that's so bad.
What does that tell you, bro?
What
does that tell you?
But is that because of the clutchness of Brady and?
So, Stat, you think the 49? Hold on.
Okay. I think it's a combination.
Let's not forget, though, Trent, that what were people saying with Tom Brady, and now what they're saying with Mahomes. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Well, here's my thing, though.
When they get the ball late in the game,
2019 specifically,
crazy.
To go back to Go Blue's point, he pulls some Ryan Day shit. Like he was hella aggressive in the first 3 quarters. It looked like they were gonna win the game convincingly, and then that fourth quarter came being hella conservative, and then they fucked around and found out, and they came back and lost. So like that's on the coaching. Now, of course, Jimmy G had the missed throw. You can't blame it on him.
You talking about 2020?
They also gave up a third and 40.
Talking about 2019, right?
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, 2019.
Okay.
You talking about 20? You talking about Michigan versus Ohio State?
No. We're talking about
no.
the Super Bowl, the first time the Niners for the Chiefs.
Oh, I thought I heard Ryan Day. I was like, what are you talking
about? Conservative how, bro? I mean, when the opposing team scores 21, like, bro, I
would argue. Hold on, I would argue he should have been more conservative in both the Super Bowl versus Brady and this past Super Bowl. You got to run when you up, bro. You gotta run the ball, man. You gotta run it.
That's why he got sacked for that. I don't think they ran the
ball. Oh yeah, you gotta run it, bro. You gotta kill clock. Like, it's so stupid.
But that's what he did this game, though. I feel like he did everything right, bro. But his quarterback just couldn't make.
We gotta stop
make it happen when he called. Like you, all you can do is call the game. You can't
blowing a
10-0
lead.
That's crazy. Smacking crazy. But Stafford. So Stafford, let me ask you this, because you keep bringing up the quarterback, right? What do you think the 49ers should do with Brock Purdy then? Because you're basically, do you think they should sign him? Because
that's what I was gonna ask.
Realistically, like I know y'all might not like Brock Purdy is probably going to get the bag. Like he's probably going to get the bag.
If you can get him for around,
Good boy wanted to say this.
How much y'all paying?
How much are y'all paying Purdy when the time comes for contract talks? Is he worth as much as Goff, Baker, Tua? Also, Debo's not top 10 or top 15 wide receiver. I agree with Wonder.
But
I don't think any.
Hey, first of all, Herbert and Harbaugh are going to the Super Bowl next year. Just throw it out there.
That's why. Talk about the contract. About Brock Purdy being paid.
I think
the quarterback position right now, like in general, is like being overpaid.
Yes, I was going to say that. Because it's like the NBA. It's like the NBA.
Bro, like Daniel Jones got 42 mil. Tua's wants 50 million. Bro, what is this?
This is what I think. This is what
the market skyrocketed because of Daniel Jones now. Because Tua's going to want 50 because he's better than Daniel Jones.
Look, and Baker wants 40, dub.
Is it a max contract or
no?
Nothing?
Look.
And I hate it. There's no middle. Yes, there's no middle. It's either max or nothing.
No, because Daniel Jones basically got middle. So like, what it is?
He got 40.
42 million.
That's basically mid. So look, how it works is no GM is gonna offer somebody like Brock Purdy because it's a high risk contract to offer him a contract like 50 mil for 3 or 4 years. That's very high risk. They're gonna force him to make a decision to either take the security, which is guaranteed years, which is the most important thing, or take the Daniel Jones contract, which is a high per year total, but only like 1 year or 2 years guaranteed. Brock Purdy, him coming from basically nothing. Like he's in San Francisco. His contract is like what, $200K. So he's probably taking home. He's probably taking. It's how much?
$800K. He's taking like $400.
Okay, so he's probably taking home like $200K. Like at the end of the day, when everything's said and done, like he's probably not taking home a lot. He's looking to get the ball rolling on his guaranteed money. He doesn't want. Last thing someone like him would want, someone who like really is dependent on
what the ball is in the 49ers
system and stuff. Last thing you want to do is to put your sign a contract that's going to be easy for the franchise to get off of if they don't think you're the guy. You want to make it to where like you got leverage to either negotiate another year, an extension, or you want your contract is
Brock's gonna be
just be
Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's gonna be on a Jalen Brunson contract.
He's gonna be on like a 38 mil for 3 years, 3 to
basically,
4 years.
He's not gonna get a max. He's not gonna get a max. I don't think he's gonna get a max, mainly because I think teams and even the 49ers, the ball's in their court. Because all they have to do is bro. We've had quarterbacks in and out of this scenario time and time again. We love you and everything, but bro, we know what really goes on here. So they don't have to pay him as much as he will probably want. And be like, good luck trying to bag, I think he get back, but I don't think he's gonna get like a.
Because me personally,
I think the most he'll get is bit my tongue. The most he'll get is 30. I think the most he'll get is 35.
Me personally, I think he's getting 50 mil. If he signs, me personally,
I don't know if the 49ers will give him 50, but
he's not getting that from the 49ers.
Yeah, I don't know if he's getting that from the Niners, but some team will offer him something crazy.
It'll have to be
what team is going to offer
the Raiders?
Yeah,
I don't see
Wait. Do y'all think, not you personally, but do y'all think the 49ers got their guy?
No.
No.
Yeah, I do.
I think they got a nice.
I think he's good enough to win a Super Bowl.
I think he's good enough.
I'll rephrase this. I'll rephrase it.
Multiple years.
I think they could mold him to what they need. I think he has potential to be great.
I agree with that.
I just think he's so limited physically. I think he's so limited physically in the sense that
physically.
Because I can't unsee him not being able to throw over the lineman in that pretty much being what sold them. I just can't unsee that, bro. So
this chat is hilarious.
So it's just I don't know, bro. Honestly, I think he's a nice bridge quarterback, but I think if he asks for too much, if he start asking for too much, they'll gladly move off of him.
Oh yeah.
They'll gladly move off of him.
I don't think I hate this about sports today. Team GMs and owners got to put their damn foot down. Mm-hmm. If I don't think you're worth this much, I don't care who offering you this much. Go get it from him. Because I'm just gonna find somebody else.
Especially if Purdy keeps playing the way he did this regular season, I think in the 49ers office minds, they think they got their guy. So I think when his contract comes up, because I think his contract comes up next year. If he plays like how he did this year specifically, I think he's going to get the bag.
Oh, that's different.
He's not gonna get the bag. He's gonna get plays the bag.
If he has the MVP,
he was an MVP.
Purdy got
Trent. To be fair, the MVP.
Purdy got some qualities that are extremely underrated, bro.
You said what?
MVP was very mid this year.
You're right. Even though it's still very mid, but he
will have to, I don't see him playing better than what he did this year. I don't.
So say he go again 30 because I think he had 31 TDs or 30 TDs. Say he goes
top 5 in every category, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So say he does that again, Dub. I'm not going to hold you. You're going to give him the bag. I might not agree to give him the OD bag, but they're for sure going to give him the bag. If Geno Smith,
when next year being played,
yeah. Just think about this, Dub. Off of one season, Geno Smith got $35 million. One season.
That's why.
Trent.
But he did. How many?
Hold on, don't even talk about Geno. Let's just talk about a quarterback that had 2 good seasons.
Geno was a journeyman. He was trash before.
Wait, Trent. Let's talk about a quarterback who's had 2 good seasons. Who's about to get paid a lot. Tua.
That's true.
Baker Mayfield most likely. Baker Mayfield most likely because Baker Mayfield another journeyman, but
Baker ain't get 50. He ain't get 50.
He gonna get 35.
Man, Brock Purdy, man.
Baker
I don't think he get 50, but he can definitely get 35 to 40.
Y'all concentrated on the per year totals. That's cool. If I'm
the guaranteed money,
what I'm most concerned about is the guaranteed money in the years, because the years is what guarantees you to be on the
Daniel
team,
Jones' contract,
and it's what guarantees you to at least
they can get rid of Daniel Jones after this.
That's what I'm saying. So a lot of people keep talking about Daniel Jones' contract is no, it's not. Daniel Jones signed really the stupid, he signed what he could because he knows what he is. He got what he could. He said
he got the most he could have.
Yeah, he got the most he could. He got basically one guaranteed year, and he got 80 million. I think he got up front. That's all he's gonna get. So, and
you think Baker gonna get the same thing?
If I'm Brock Purdy, I'm better than Daniel Jones. I don't want to put myself in a situation. I don't want to price myself out the game. Put myself in a situation to where this team looks at me as a liability, and they dag, bro. He's costing a lot. How do I? And he's not.
Hey, Purdy. Bro, Purdy's best quality to me, bro, is his ability to read a defense. I mean, man.
He wasn't reading that blitz too well. He needs to work on.
He go through his
gotta
reads.
get better with being able to be a coach on the field. That I do see.
I think
Some of them blitzes he could have slid protection one
Max,
way.
I think that I was just about to bring that up. He needs to work on blitzes, but I think that comes with more experience.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I said. Yeah,
he's young. Like, it was only his second year.
Bro, but he reads coverages so well, bro.
Playing at that high pressure of a scenario, I think he could be better. I think he has.
Brock has the potential to be a top 10, but he's not top 10 right now.
Exactly. Yeah. But let me read off some other.
Let's talk about
Trey. What years, if any, was Julius Peppers? My bad. Was Julius Peppers the best pass rusher in the league? And can you describe his game? And Trey, you will be cooked in Madden 04 for real.
Ancho, I'm about to get a PC soon, so we can actually play it together if you actually wanted to mess it up.
I bet. So, anyone want to open up about Julius Peppers?
I mean, Julius Peppers was him. That's a top 10 edge rusher of all time. That's just what it is.
That's Mr. Swim move, ain't it? That's Mr. Swim move, ain't it, Trent? He known for the swim move, ain't it? Yeah.
Big as hell. He moved like a linebacker. That's why he was able to switch linebackers, getting hella pick. Bro, he was him. That's just what it is. Him.
Where does Mahomes rank all time in quarterbacks? I got him top 2. I got him top 2 as well. I'm not gonna lie. Brady's the GOAT, but after 10 years, well, after I guess 4 more years now, he'll be the GOAT for me.
I got him number 1 already. Yeah,
he has the greatest peak.
Man, these motherfuckers are wild, man.
He's the greatest. He's the greatest peak. He's the greatest peak quarterback I've ever seen.
Hey, Brian, you ain't gonna like where I got Brady at.
Where you got Brady at, Max?
4.
You got Brady at 4?
All right, bro.
Yes.
All right, bro.
Who's better than him?
You got the GOAT, Mahomes. We got Omaha. We got discount double check, and then we got Brady.
Okay, yeah, I can't take it. Anyway,
Marino over him.
I don't. I don't do none of them old folks.
My bad.
Hey, what is the reason that you had for putting Brady at 4? I gotta hear this.
When I watch football, them 4 people.
Oh, eye test. Yep, here we go. Eye test. I love that. I love that subjective argument type stuff, man. That's the best.
I think eye test can be subjective to some parts, but I think you can still be hella objective.
Listen.
Bro, anybody can go. Hey man. Anybody can go. Hey man. Yeah. Screw the data. I'm just gonna tell you. Yeah, he just looks better than me.
Max didn't give any reason.
Come on.
No, look.
You do realize that it's still a subjective answer when you're saying
data.
Brady's the GOAT off of the data.
I understand it, but I still think that
not when he has every metric known.
So let me ask you this. But let me ask you this. Like, what's not objective about Josh Allen be a better arm talent than Tua? What's not objective about us just saying that Josh Allen, Herbert are better arm talents than Tua?
It's not
even Jalen Hurts.
Hold on, I bet you the data would back that up.
Okay, we could give you a scenario where the data could say vice versa.
Data? Because if we want, what do you explain? When you say what data, what do you mean about what stats are you trying to go by?
Joe Flacco had
yards per attempt, yards in general, completion percentage, what you do in clutch moments. I mean, there's a whole laundry list of things. Just going off. If your argument, like this guy down here, is just to say, because he doesn't have any argument. Let's be real. His only argument is, yeah, I look at him and I just feel like he's.
Yeah, that's
cool.
somebody
analyzing somebody's talent can very well be objective.
Yes, like that's what I'm saying.
You can see who's clear when Derrick Henry, right? When Derrick Henry's rushing for 2K or whatever, right? We could say, even though not a lot of players have done that, there's still a lot of people that just clear him in the eye test.
But in terms of ranking players, bro, if you're gonna use eye test, it should be the very last thing you do. You should go with objective arguments.
Whoa.
Yes, bro. You should be using objective arguments. You should categorize arguments by objectivity, not by subjectivity.
I test should be the first thing in any ranking.
Wait. But what's not objective about Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball better than Brady?
What's not objective?
Like, what's not objective about saying Aaron Rodgers is a better passer than Brady.
Oh no!
But that's the thing. You could say he's a more talented quarterback, but I would argue that Brady's actually the better passer.
No, okay, hold on. I got a better one, Deb. I have a better one. Deb, I have a better one. What's not objective about saying Devontae Adams is a better route runner than Randy Moss? What's not objective?
You could talk about talent and say and use eye test for talent. Hold on, you can use eye test for talent, but when we actually rank the players, you can't go off eye test. You can include it, I guess, as part of your evaluation, but it shouldn't be ranked high in your evaluation. It should be ranked low.
Because you're gonna start dying on bad.
So wait, that's your personal opinion. What I'm saying is somebody can watch somebody play, and it be completely objective with how they feel about the thing, because they're just like what Trent said. You could clearly see Devontae Adams is a better route runner than Randy Moss, a better route runner than a lot of guys.
Okay, but hold on. If you're ranking them, though, correct? If you're ranking them, not just talking about one aspect of their game. If you're ranking them, and you have to talk about every aspect of their game, the eye test should be the last thing you use.
Yeah, but that's
wow.
I don't think that's the case.
If you don't have
because
you don't have
perfect example, perfect
rank somebody.
Perfect example. Go Max. Outside of your eye test, why is Brady 4? Go Max. Outside of you just saying eye test, why is he 4? Exactly my point. Thank you. Exactly my point.
But that's him, though.
Test I need, bro, is
he said that's all he needs. That's exactly my point, bro.
All I need.
I don't take people serious that just go, hey, all I got is eye test.
I say, me personally, I always say watching film to me is over stats, because everything you have to watch, the stats come off the film, so you have to watch the film to analyze what you're seeing before you start reading the stats. So I get what Max is saying. He might not be giving any reasoning, but if somebody uses eye test a lot and watching film over stats, I'm not minding. For a perfect example, I think a lot of people in today, they stat watch with TJ Watt, and they always say TJ Watt is the best edge in the league just because he always gets the most sacks. Now, when people talk about Myles Garrett, the reason why I think he's the best, not only he's so dominant, he's the quickest person to get to the quarterback, like percentage wise, but he doesn't have the sack numbers, but he gets double teamed way more than TJ Watt, and that has to come into context. And you're not going to come off that context unless you watch the tape. If you just read off a stat sheet, and compare numbers, TJ Watt is going to look better than Myles Garrett, and you shouldn't think twice. But when you watch the tape and you start watching the film, it's two different things. So you have to, if you want to say it's 50-50, cool. But like saying I
got you. You know, I'm gonna give you again what I go. I think so and so is better because he just looked better than me. I like the way he looks. And then
that's clearly not what I said. That's clearly not what I said. You just don't want to understand.
So Max, why is those guys over Aaron Rodgers and them?
Why Brady not over my eye test? I mean, I don't need no stats to.
What do they do?
Stats are not for me. Like I don't need stats to know
all the
who I see is better.
Is that as a Chargers fan growing up, he was the closest thing to the boogeyman I can ever remember. Bro, Brady was the boogeyman. That was the dude I did not want to see ever in a game ever. I didn't want the Chargers to play him.
I don't need stats to say
like that's.
I don't need.
And that's the same feeling, and I get what y'all saying, because that's the same feeling that you get now watching Pat Mahomes. But like, you can't like, and for those who want to have Pat Mahomes as the GOAT, like that's fine or whatever. But like, at the end of the day, Brady did it again, and y'all hate it, but he did it 7 times. His last time was on Pat Mahomes, and like the same feeling. And Pat Mahomes' last win just now was Brady like it was he won the game like how Brady would win the game. The only thing is that he ran the ball for 60 yards. Like that was an element that Brady never had in this game.
My theory is once you get one ring, the more rings you get don't matter. Once you cross that bridge one time, the more rings you get don't matter.
That's ridiculous, bro. Because it took Brady to win those. It took Brady to win 7 rings to even be the.
I mean, honestly, so just like. But here's my thing, though. I kind of, to be fair with Max,
he won that when he beat the Falcons.
To me personally, once you get to multiple rings, and you're not getting carried, and you're just playing good in those, I don't really care about who has one more or two more rings. If y'all both are good ass playoff performers, that's just what it is. I'm not gonna say Tom Brady over Patrick Mahomes, especially Patrick Mahomes wins 5 of them shits just because Tom Brady.
Why is Manning so high for you?
Me? Oh, he was the. Oh, okay.
You said what?
Why is Manning so high for you?
I never had Eli Manning that high.
I thought you had him 2 or 3.
Hey, well,
oh, you said Eli or Peyton?
Peyton Manning.
Oh, I think Peyton Manning is top 5 because when you just look at his talent and like at him as a quarterback as a whole, he's better than like 95%.
But the problem with the talent argument.
Terrible.
Hey, the problem with the talent argument is you could say a quarterback's more talented, but they have to live up to that potential. That's the problem with the talent. That's the problem with that argument.
I'm saying though, as a quarterback, there's not a lot of quarterbacks better than Peyton Manning.
Drew Brees could be better than him.
From a talent perspective, yes, but did he always live up to that potential? I'm not sure.
Well, so I need to ask y'all this, like from a player perspective, like what would you rather have? The more talented guy or the guy that can execute more? Me personally,
execute the guy that can execute every time, bro.
Because I can argue Mahomes isn't even the most talented QB in the NFL right now, but his combination of talent, his combination of talent and execution is what makes.
Please don't say that running back Lamar Jackson. Please don't.
Josh Allen, I think Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson can be considered more talented.
No, they cannot.
But
as physical
into practice.
Hold on, go.
It's athletic. You talking about athletic?
Yeah. Talent, athleticism goes into it as well. I'm not gonna lie. So he's not wrong for saying that, but I think Mahomes is probably the most skilled one today.
Like
the combination of skill and talent.
Like Justin Fields could be argued.
Hey, you know who gonna be the next?
Straight athleticism.
Hey, you guys better look out for CJ Stroud.
Hey, you right.
Just saying.
CJ Stroud's a good one.
Bro, he gonna be a beast. Hey, but hey, go, dude. I didn't finish what I was saying.
Is Chris Jones the top 10 player in all of football?
Hey, go. Hit the problem.
But I asked y'all top 10 to be safe. I ain't want to get killed. I think he's a top 5 player in all of football.
And I'm not even mad for you for saying that he's top 5. Chris Jones. Chris Jones is insane, bro.
Wait, but it's so crazy. When I said Chris Jones was a top 10 player last year, y'all niggas laughed at me.
Did I laugh at you?
Yes, because we were doing a top 100 player list, and we was like right at 7 or 8. I said, put Chris Jones right there. You said, yo, you think he's on the same tier as Travis Kelce? Yes. Chris Jones is one of the best ever doing.
Well, Travis Kelce regressed this year.
Bro. He's basically Aaron Donald.
Travis Kelce did regress this year.
Yes.
Is that fair?
I don't see too big of a difference between Chris Jones and Aaron Donald.
Like he's basically Aaron Donald. Like,
well, okay, I'll put like this. I think
the way they impact the game
at this point
in the same.
I think at this point, Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, and Dexter Lawrence are all on the same tier at this point.
Yes,
like they're all they're crazy ballers.
I don't see Dexter Lawrence affecting the game like Chris Jones does in the crunch time.
I think there's Jones.
You can almost count. You can count on Chris Jones. Like this is the second straight year where he's won them the Super Bowl. Basically,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
When he rushed up the middle on Brock Purdy, that play basically won.
I'm gonna be real with you, Stat. I genuinely believe the only reason you're saying that because the Giants suck. Dexter Lawrence as a defensive tackle, as a nose guard, is ridiculous. His impact on the defense, how much weight he has to hold, and what he was doing as a defensive tackle, bro.
I'm gonna agree with you because he's a Clemson boy, so I'm gonna agree with you.
Like, he's really unstoppable. But I don't care if you have Aaron Donald. I just feel like they all in the same tier. Like, I think Dexter Lawrence has definitely gotten to that level. If the Giants won like 9 games, I think bro would have won Defensive Player of the Year. He wasn't even in the race.
All 3 of them remind me of Ed Oliver at Houston. That's just what they do. They just take over the game just like he used to do at Houston.
Yo, Ed Oliver at Houston was fucking insane. Yeah, I definitely agree. They can just take over it crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Like from the defensive tackle position to be able to take over a game is crazy. Like
they're all better than TJ Watt, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Say it for a clip for me, Trey.
Huh?
Say it in a clip for me, please.
What? Like, I think that, like, are you talking about, those are 2 different positions, but I definitely think Myles Garrett clears TJ Watt, though. I definitely
no, but say it. Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence, Aaron Donald, all of those guys clears TJ Watt as a defender. Clears him.
Okay.
It's not even a conversation. Oh wait, I just said it right here. My bad. I literally just said it right here.
I mean, you said it yourself, but I agree that they all clear.
The way that all three of those guys can affect the game, especially at the position, their ability to blow up plays.
I just can't
both from the run and passing. Bro, there's no debate for TJ Watt.
TJ's the same way. TJ's the same way, bro.
TJ's not the same way.
TJ is the same way.
You understand? TJ doesn't get the attention like a Myles Garrett.
Okay, but attention or no attention. Like, could you imagine when the money's on the line, TJ Watt is gonna get to that quarterback.
When the money on the line, he's won a Super Bowl.
What do you mean when his money's on the line? Because let's not act like
TJ Watt is gonna get to the
TJ Watt in the fourth quarter just be getting pressure crazy. Because you can look at the numbers and really check that. Like, that's not the case. Like in the fourth quarter, when
the games that I watch, the Steelers games I watch when they played a lot of close games. When TJ Watt's on the field and it's close in the fourth quarter, TJ Watt's getting to the quarterback.
I could imagine a Michael Parsons, a Max Crosby, or Myles Garrett getting a one-on-one. What's his name?
Max Crosby clears TJ too. He clears TJ too.
You're not like, that's what I'm saying. TJ Watt be getting like literally one-on-ones with these guys. Myles Garrett has to face 4 fat ass D braces with 2 offensive line.
But that's partially because Myles Garrett doesn't spend all his time on the edge. If he would spend more time on the edge,
he plays
wouldn't
edge
get
a lot.
Double teamed as much.
He has JJ Watt versatility.
He moves to the inside all the time, so yeah, he's gonna get triple team, double team,
and still affect the game. Getting triple team, double
he's
team.
doing that and still affecting the game at a way higher level than people. You gotta understand what he's doing. Like, he has JJ White type of versatility where he can play nose, he can play edge, he can play a 3 technique. Shit is crazy. Like,
I appreciate you for having me.
I agree. Myles Garrett is a freak, bro. He's a freak show.
I
just feel like TJ Watt defenders, they just don't want to acknowledge that, bro. Just don't get double like that. Myles Garrett is doing a way harder job. You just have to acknowledge it. When you do a way harder job,
show me the clip of him getting doubled and beating it and getting the sack.
No one says that he doesn't do it, but it's still a level and rate. Max Crosby, Micah, what's it called? Max Crosby, Micah, Chris Jones, Lawrence, Donald. Who was the other one you said, Trent? I forgot. Who was the last one?
Next Lawrence.
I said Lawrence already.
Nah, Michael
Parsons. Edge. I said Michael Parsons. I said Crosby. I swear I'm missing somebody. Myles Garrett. So, like, compared to all of those guys, he's not receiving as much attention as them, mainly because, I mean, people don't talk about this enough. Like, he has a really good line as well, which gives him a lot of one-on-one opportunities.
Well, it's mainly because he stays on the edge. Like, he's only really a dom. Now, if your argument is that he doesn't get the attention. Now, if your argument is that he's not a dominant rusher on the left, like, he's more effective on his left side than his right side. He's not good on the right side. He's really only good on the left side, I think. If your argument is that he's not versatile, he can only be on one side, like, to be effective, then okay, that's one thing, bro. But I don't know, like, because watching the games, he gets to the quarterback. Like, he's gonna get to the quarterback and really at a higher rate. And the stats prove it. He gets to the quarterback at a higher rate than the guys that y'all named.
That's not true. That's not true.
He's been a sack leader, right?
Myles Garrett pass rush win rate is definitely higher than TJ Watt and Michael Parsons.
Those pass rush win rates are just like, I don't know, bro. Those real stats. Like, how do you?
Those are real stats.
Like,
if we want to do another stat, time to pressure Myles Garrett and Michael Parsons get to the quarterback faster than any edge in the league. So that's not even true. Like,
I think they're all pretty good, bro. I think it's pick your poison. I think TJ Watt, I think y'all really, I don't know what it is that y'all got against TJ Watt. I think he's really, really good. Like really, really good. He just doesn't stay healthy.
Really good too.
And I just think he's not as versatile. Like,
I'll put it like this. I think
I'm not going to give you a participation trophy just for being able to play defensive tackle sometimes. Like, just because you can do that doesn't mean that, like,
and he still does that at a great well. So you got to give him. But here's the thing, though, if you've been watching Gridiron for a while, especially what TJ Watt has been leading this league in sacks for a minute, people will overrate him crazy. Like somebody, I remember like back when we used to do Bull in the Ring. If y'all OG good, I remember y'all remember. People they used to say like TJ Watt better than Pete Khalil Mack. It's fucking crazy. That's delusional. Like if you really think that, you're being crazy. And people trying to elevate TJ Watt in combos that he didn't deserve in. People are really saying that TJ Watt is going to be better than his brother.
Oh, now that
like that's like people were. You can ask Dub right now. People are legit saying that though. Like people were just overrated.
Really, he's not far off though. Like he's
not far off.
Really good. Like he bats the ball. He bats the ball as much as him. Like he got a lot of. He got a lot of JJ Watt qualities, bro. Like
this
I
is
don't
why
know what it is that y'all don't like about TJ.
And
bro.
this is why he's overrated. If you about to say he's not that far from his big bro, y'all overrated him. I'm sorry.
JJ Watt clears him in every aspect. Every single one. JJ Watt clears him. They're not close. Clears him. They're not close. What JJ Watt was doing and what TJ's doing now is nowhere near. You guys are hyped up and gassed up mainly because the only thing the only thing that y'all can really measure this by is really from the sacks.
Now,
but bro, I'm trying to tell you, JJ Watt and him as a disruptor, him as just a phenom on the field.
I'll give you this. He was a bigger playmaker. You could count on JJ Watt to
goes into
maybe score a touchdown. Like
no,
if you needed him to. Like
no. I've seen this man go through 3 people, fam. And they can't contend. He has everything you need. He could bull rush you. He could swim move you. He could do everything to you.
I think JJ's better, so I'm not going.
JJ is nowhere near it.
But I feel like JJ would be the best defender in the league today. Like
he would be, but here's the thing, though.
Way better than his brother.
Wait. So let me ask you this, bro. Let me ask you this, fact. This is a genuine question before we head out. JJ Watt is a top 10 defensive player ever. Like out of all positions, he's literally top 10 ever. You're saying TJ Watt is not that far off. So you really think, like in a year or two, that, or maybe 3 years, that TJ Watt could be in the combos of top 10 defensive players ever?
No. But I feel like TJ Watt is in the conversation he's been in the conversation for best defender in the league, like for the past at least 4 or 5 years. And I think that has to count for something.
Do you think he was clear cut? Or you just said he was debating?
He's been in the conversation, he's been in the conversation. So, and to me, that's it's not far off, bro, from your all-time great brother. Because he's not as good as JJ Watt. Like I guess that's why
this man had. You guys want to hear stats? The man had 20.5 sacks, along with 39 tackles for losses.
Yeah.
Do y'all understand how ridiculous that is?
No, he was
and
crazy,
on top
bro.
of that, he can drop in coverage if you needed him to.
But it ain't like Myles Garrett's doing that, though. Y'all talking like Myles Garrett's doing that.
Myles Garrett. Besides Aaron Donald, but Myles Garrett's not on JJ Watt's level. I'm not saying that. But like I'm saying is that for the best, besides Aaron Donald, to me, I think it's been Myles Garrett. And I think that Myles Garrett never got the credit that he deserves because he never leads the league in sacks. Because a lot of people, not saying you, a lot of people when they judge defense edge rushers, they just go off sacks and just go off base stats. And you can't do that. You have to watch tape. That's why when it comes in, we was talking about the eye test, especially like with certain positions like corners, safeties, linebackers, especially just basically defensive players as a whole, you have to really be watching film more than those stats because you're gonna start down on bad hills. Like
I'm not going off of just stats though. It'd be like I said, I feel like I have in my brain, I got a lot of memory of TJ Watt sacking QBs and getting strip sacks for the win, or just like I think he won the Ravens game this year, if I'm not mistaken. Like he got the game-winning sack on the Ravens, like in the Ravens game earlier, the first time they played. Like that's what when I think of TJ Watt, that's what I think of. I don't think of like what y'all think of. Like I don't know, but I don't necessarily watch film. I watch games. Like I watch a lot of football.
I got you.
So
salute to everybody in the chat. Like the video, subscribe, man. We hit our time marker, and That was a nice little episode.
Hey man, sorry I had to do everybody like that, man. It just had to be done.